All right. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get right to the point. I saw a stupid comment from a guy who probably is Justin when he's out. He's like, oh, yeah, he's Stevens. He's talking about girlfriends and stuff. Getting laid is one thing, but getting girlfriends. What if I have more students with girlfriends than you, Justin Wayne's out? So I'm going to address this bullshit misconception. Let's get right to it. I don't have time to waste. And you're going to learn this. And the reason why you should be here watching this video and what you get out of it is that you've been lied to, you've been misled. You've been told by getting a girlfriend is more skills. It's more skills and more bullshit. I'm going to debunk everything in a very logical manner that after you watch this video, you'll realize that you have been misled like sheep, you've been brainwashed, and they spun everything. Let's get right to it. Let's not waste time, okay? Justin Wayne claims he gets a girlfriend and skills, okay? But I believe there's a certain type of race that always gets girlfriends. If you look like a tall, black, white, Latino, or Middle Eastern guy. However, there's another type, Asian men getting Asian women. But these types always gets a girlfriend just by being tall in their race. And you're like, fuck, that's a really big claim, John. How can you say something like that? Is this even true? Now let's get to it. Of course, this is a big claim, so I have to prove it. Okay, so basically, there's a chart here. Okay, blacks, whites, Middle Eastern, Latinos gets a girlfriend automatically. If we look at the motherfucking chart,
may I just speak in Justin Wayne's voice, yeah, because he's talking a lot of bullshit. But on the top of the chart is tall whites, okay? Tall whites. Can you see it? Tall whites automatically get girlfriends. And number two is tall blacks. You don't have to be like black and stuff, you know, you just have to look black because you have a lot of social value. So yeah, tall blacks, you get like a girlfriend very easily. And before in the past when I made this chart, it's like you know, before Donald Trump and everything, it's like tall Latinos. Latinos, tall Latinos. And number four is like you know what I'm saying, like tall Middle Easterns. Tall Middle East.
So for me, right? So what I'm trying to say is, you saying that if all these motherfuckers are these motherfucking races, automatically they get a girlfriend? Shit. That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I'm telling you. This is why I'm saying is not skill. I'm gonna explain it. Let's get right to it. So we have an order. People who are tall whites and blacks and Latinos and tall Middle Easterns and Asian on Asian. They can get a girlfriend. This student of mine and friend is Indian. Do you remember that Latino guy? Let's look at the comments because I posted a thread on my infield when Justin Scamming Wayne trying to, like, you know, disqualify the positives. So I'm going to show you on the screenshot. You remember this guy, this Middle Eastern student? No, I mean this Indian student, but he looks Latino. You're like, wait a minute. He looks Latino, but he gets a Latina girlfriend, and they're still together, by the way. He got a tattoo on her. Okay? He got a tattoo on her. Sorry. So when he got a tattoo on her, then it's like, oh, then he's a positive stereotype because this guy's pretty good looking. He's like 6 foot tall, square jawed, and looks exactly like a Latino up there in that chart. Exactly like up there in the chart. So he looks like a Latino. So therefore, if you look like that, and here's another video, right? Like this guy, for example, this black guy over here, as you can see, he wanted to get into Ivy League school. And what happened was he wanted to get into Ivy League school. And he shaved off all his hair and he looked black. And automatically he got into the school because of affirmative action. Yeah, because you get affirmative action, boy. Get affirmative action. We can like walk into the school and then, you know, get educated and shit. So that's why race matters, and he can fit into a different race. All right, next thing is understanding the 6 frames. If you fit into these 6 frames, you'll get a girlfriend automatically. Bro, make a course for a night game. Fuck no. All right. So what are the 6 frames? Number 1. If you fit into these frames, you see how
you can get like a girlfriend and stuff. So the first one is called a sing de lay fuck boy frame. Okay, so this is the same de lay fuck boy frame. And when you're in this frame, for example, okay, when you're in this frame, you automatically are more categorized, as the guy who's like, just sleeping around. He's not exactly that boyfriend material. Okay, he's not exactly the boyfriend material, and that's why it's hard for me a girlfriend. The next one's called that boyfriend girlfriend frame. Okay, so that boyfriend girlfriend frame, and when you're on this frame, right? For example, like when you're in this frame,
and this is a frame that is suitable for tall blacks, whites, Latinos, and Asian on Asian women. Don't you fucking get it? With this frame, not this frame can be any race, even negative stereotype Asian guys who are short and skinny with white women. But to be a boyfriend material, you need to have some social value. You need to have some social value. And this is where they're lying through their fucking teeth. And this is what pisses me off. Because if you look like a tall, black, white, Latino, and Middle Eastern, and of course, I'm going to prove it, by the way. I'm going to prove it by showing you all the screenshots of all the students that got a girlfriend without using romance. And they have no fucking skill. They're just her type. Number 3. This one's called the friend zone. Social circle.
Does that make sense? And number 4, it's called the husband material. So husband material is like wearing nice Rolexes and shit, like like $250,000 watches, and like living in a mansion and all that shit. And that's like that's like husband material. And husband material can bypass like all sorts of different things to get girlfriends. That's exactly what Johnny Elite Stealing does, because Johnny Elite is the best dating coach in the world. Justin Wayne, want to take credit for him because I'm a credit stealing piece of shit who's just trying to disqualify the positives, especially on his infield. He just wants this. But Justin, when was the last time you actually like got 2 girls home so quickly and banged them within a short amount of time, right? And they're like hot and stuff because you got one infield is like fucking fake, of course. It's like money game. And the thing is that you didn't even close her and just like fucking take a picture of the next day and like you have no proof. Therefore, John Elite's game social skills are 50 times better than yours if you can take on 2 at once. But I digress. Number 5, the frame is called daddy-daughter frame. Daughter frame. So this is what they call seeking arrangements. This is where Justin Scamming Wayne plays his game. He doesn't even have any game. He basically pays these women for job scams, seeking arrangements. And then afterwards, when he's using seeking arrangements, the woman comes into his funnel. And with the funnel, he says, this is just a job acting. Just pretend you're not into me. Yeah, Manny Wayne over here is going to show you what to do. We're going to groom you and stuff. He eventually converts them, and maybe he fucks them. Therefore, the women are like, oh my God, I got fooled. So there is some game that's called money game because your looks are so low, right? And your golden ratio is so low. We'll talk about looks theory in the future, all right? We'll talk about looks theory in the future. So basically, that's Justin Wayne's friend. When he's talking about keeping women in his life, it's just basically seeking arrangements because I'm the one who asked one of your instructors to ask one of your girlfriends, how did you meet? And you know what that girl said to him? Seeking arrangements, Justin. Seeking motherfucking arrangements. And you met her, not through a day game, but you met her during seeking arrangements. This 2-bit Negro is like a really shifty motherfucker. But being tall, black, white, and Latino and Middle Eastern makes it easier to get a motherfucking girlfriend. And the last one is called high status celebrity status. So celebrity. So you're saying, John, there are only 6 frames that you can fit in with a woman. That's correct. You find out what that motherfucking frame is, and you pretend to be the man of her dreams.
And of course, you're like, John Elite, when you do something like that, that is against the Lord. That is manipulation. You're manipulating the sheeps, and they don't really know it. And the women are getting manipulated, like Justin scamming Wayne, manipulating her into the daddy daughter frame. Shame on you. The Lord will not forgive you. Now I'm sounding like a black preacher.
Hey, I'm like sound like a black preacher.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna speak Ebonics all day. Yeah, I'm gonna speak Ebonics all day because that's the only way you will understand it, because you're one shifty Negro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't cool. You're not a cool cat. All right. Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it. Now he's starting to sound white because that's where all the money is.
So the idea is that if you fit into a Stingray lay frame, you're just gonna bang her and she's gonna disappear afterwards in your life, because not everyone has that kind of social motherfucking value. Next one, if you're in a boyfriend frame, like I said, tall blacks, whites, Latinos, and Middle Easterns, and maybe Asian. So in this frame, that means these four races up here, tall whites, blacks, they have an advantage. It's not a game of skill. It's purely a motherfucking lie. It's like, shit, John, do you have any proof to prove that these races have a specific advantage? And yes, I do. Yes, I motherfucking do.
Does he really sound like that?
John, how are you? Yeah, I'm good.
So now let's talk about this frame.
So I'm going to show you all the students here. Every student that I have a tick mark on here, you see that? There's many tick marks here. Tick, 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 tick. All these students I have taught have gotten a girlfriend before. And you're probably saying to yourself, wait a fucking minute, how come they all have a girlfriend? That doesn't make any motherfucking sense, John. Preach the word, preach the truth to these sheeps, and they will understand. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up. The very first student that fucked me over was this guy for $2.2 million. He's got a girlfriend who's Asian. Just preach the Lord's message. He got a girlfriend who's Asian. Now he's engaged, and he fucked me over for $2.2 million.
That's right. He fucked me over for $2.2 million, but he got a girlfriend. He's 5'11". He's tall. He's Asian. He's getting Asian. That's like, is that skill? No, it's not skill. It's just like he's her type.
The second type of student that Justin Scamming Wayne does not want me to talk about was his old student. His old student under my training. He's got fucking 3 lays on Johnny Elite's boot camp. Yeah, boy, he got like 3 lays on my motherfucking boot camp. And then when he learns from me, this motherfucking cat bangs 3 motherfucking times. And Justin Scamming Wayne,
in the best that he can do is to get her like fucking a girlfriend, and that's great. He got a girlfriend through meetup groups. Is that day game? Does that even count? Of course not, because he automatically got it through social circle game. Therefore, Justin, that doesn't really fucking count. Therefore, you don't have any skill.
How about this guy? After my training, he's half Filipino, half white, and decent looking, and this motherfucker got a girlfriend with a Latina, because Filipinos who are half white, they look like Mexicans. Because they look like Mexicans, they got like the high status, they have the fucking race advantage. Preach the word. Forget the money, John. The universe will reward you 2 million new students. Also, yeah, it's okay. I got fucked over before, and by these dark tetrad motherfuckers, but it's okay, because when he made $2.2 million, and fucking in 3 weeks under my coaching, under my sales skills, which is a reflection of the game, the Lord will punish this motherfucker. This Lord will punish this motherfucker. He's going straight to hell as soon as he dies. When he thinks, even if he's religious or not, he goes straight to motherfucking hell. All right, the next student that got a girlfriend, preach it, John Elite. Tell them the motherfucking truth that you don't need romance to fucking get a girlfriend. It's all a fucking lie for your money. This guy, this Indian guy, you can see him. He's an elite 30 from hard case to hero. He's an elite 30 from hard case to hero. This Indian guy is 5'11". He is a well-proportioned, very strong-looking student. Got 2 Japanese girlfriends. 2 Japanese girlfriends. They're Asian. They're below his looks. scale and below his value scale. It's like, holy shit. Preach the truth. Oh my God. And this is not through romance. This is not through romance. This is through the sexual connection. Oh my God. And now we look at this student. He is my superstar student, a black student. He wanted to join the army. He wanted to join the army. And look what happened. Before he joined the army, he got laid under John Elite's training. If you guys are liking it, give it a thumbs up. He didn't know anything about romance. And it's not skills. It's not more skills because he's tall. He's black. Exactly as I say there. Even if you look black. Even if you motherfucking look black, you get the results. Automatically, women are into you. You are her type because you fit into the husband material, boyfriend material. He dresses exactly like John Elite. Not only is he boyfriend material, he's also husband material because he wears the same watches and the same fashion as John motherfucking Elite. Preach the truth. Preach the motherfucking truth. Now people are flying off of the YouTube. The next student that got laid, and this is what people don't want to hear because they want to lie to themselves that romance equals lays. Look at this guy, a Latino student, 5'4" guy in a fuckboy frame. Where does that begin to peak? For the 5'4" guy, you want to start being husband material. That's how you can fit into the boyfriend, girlfriend, but husband material frame. Next guy, Latino student, 5'7", shredded. Completely shredded, full of muscles. You can see him with a 6'3". I think she's 6'3" women. 6'3". What the fuck? That's so tall. You see all the races, and even the people are dropping off. The reason why they're dropping off is because this is too much truth for them to handle. That means there is no game involved in getting a girlfriend. You just have to be her type. And I'm gonna preach the truth, whether or not that people want to disappear. If they want to disappear, now there's 0 people. Maybe the chart's not accurate. If you're still here, say hi. Maybe this chart's not accurate. There's 2 people back now. But I'm going to preach the truth. Preach the truth and they'll listen. They're brainwashed right now, John, but heaven is on your side. Heaven, the whole universe is on your side. Preach the truth. A Latino student gets a 6'3" woman after I trained him. He got no results from RSD before. He got no results from RSD. And then afterwards, he trained under me. He got a Latina girlfriend, the same race as him, a Colombian. And she is 8.5 out of 10. She is like Justin Wayne girlfriend quality. 8.5 right here. So if you're saying that they didn't get a girlfriend, she is probably hotter than a lot of them. What the fuck? So how does a guy, this Latino guy, get a Justin Wayne quality girlfriend without seeking arrangements? It's very simple. He has a good job. He's very smart. He's shredded. And he's Latino. Preach the truth. Let them disappear because they'll come back and watch this video because it's so clear. Look at my hair. I'm right here. I'm kicking your derriere. I don't give a fuck if you in here. Go have a beer. Fucking queers. You know? Who knows? It's like a deer in the headlight. This is like a real fight. This is like more might. Using the sexual connection all night. It closes faster than all these procrastinators using romance. Fuck that shit. It's like even worse than a lap dance. This is almost like Afghan, Middle Eastern. Man, what am I saying? Fucking, I'm just playing. But let's just talk about it because the next student is Middle Eastern. Look at that. Look at that. 10 lays there. But now he got 20 lays. No, actually, yeah, 20 lays now. And a girlfriend who's a model. This guy, I'll post his testimonial. He's Middle Eastern. He's 6'2". Preach the truth. Preach the motherfucking truth. You got a girlfriend who's sick and he's 6'2". Bald guy. Not even about looks or not even about skills. You got a girlfriend who's a model. Preach the truth. John Elite, his girlfriend was a model and he dumped her. People drop off when I talk like a black preacher because of George Floyd, and people don't want to hear the truth because it sounds like Martin Luther King speaking to you, motherfucking. All right. Now I gotta stop going to a rap flow because I'm in a rap mode. This is like a rap flow. This is dope though, especially though you guys are starting to learn the real game though. You're like flip mode. Your mind's switched though. You can't even believe it. John's like black though. No, but his cousins, uncles, they're all related to him. Like Steve Urkel. No, I'm just joking, but that's funny. That's a reference of way back then. I'm not talking about like way back then, with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Look at my, swag hair. It's not braided like one of the Justin Wayne's instructors who looks like the Predator. That's not game. That's just being her into him or him into her. That's not game. Let's preach it, motherfucker. All right, let's continue. All right. Now look at this. Another student is John Elite, is a white guy, a white cracker. Did I say cracker, motherfucker? Or slave driver? Just like you push that statue right into the water, making everything rhyme. Now John Wayne is gonna be a new pain, insane in the membrane, singing. He's gonna be a new rap god. He's gonna be making them look like retards. He can flip off the top because he thinks faster than all these people. They're like a carrot top. It's all cut off. You don't even know how to see the way I think so fast. It's like, holy shit. By the time you go to pee, I already got 3 more testimonials. And you'd be like, holy shit. It's just like the way he talks. He's like on MP3. His name Diss Track. All right. Sorry, because I just bust into a flow because my mind is like that. It's so fast. It flows like the numbers. I'm like Neo. It goes fast. It's unbelievable. The way I think with 175 IQ. Yeah. All right. Looking at more students. Another student who came to John Elite's boot camp over here. He's from ABCs of Attraction. He didn't get any results. And then when he came to John Elite's boot camp, he is 5'10.5", and he's muscular, and his girlfriend is Asian, exactly like I'm saying. His girlfriend's Asian. And yeah, that's the funny thing. They're the same race, exactly what I'm saying up here. Exactly. And here's the Latino-looking Indian guy. It doesn't even matter if you're Indian, but if you look like one of those Latino guys, you get the natural status, and you can lie all you want, Justin, telling them that it is romance. You're gonna get fried in hell. Come on, your brain's slow like a Dell. You're like a Pentium versus the i7. You're going to hell. You're gonna fry. Compared to me, your student results. It's all fucking lies. Why are you fucking lying through your teeth? Why are you fucking lying? You have a girlfriend and fuck buddy at the same time. You gotta turn a fuck buddy into a girlfriend. You gotta turn a fuck buddy into a girlfriend. All right, let's look at the next student. He is Latino again. He was angry at me because he got 2 girlfriends. He wanted a same-day lay, but instead I got him 2 girlfriends. And you can see they're like the same race as him again. Holy motherfucking shit. Holy shit. And I have a girlfriend and she's hot. It's John Wayne Eminem. That's right, I'm the yellow Eminem. I'm your best friend. I'm bombing them like Afghan. I'm just throwing all that sand at them. But I don't want to say sand, Negro, because they're going to get really angry at me, at my flows. Even if I go slow-mo, even without a rap beat, though, I can flip off the top. And it's like George Floyd getting his neck stomped on by the cops. Holy shit, is this guy Asian or is he playing? Is he really black on the inside? He's going to give this stuff, and he's not going to say gay pride. He's going to be like not even believing in that shit because that's all lies. He's not into that shit, like watching The Matrix. Now it's like filmed by a woman. And this woke fucking movement is all bullshit. Now I can flow more than Kanye West. On top of everything, let's continue. I'm the best dating coach in the world. Now let's just see the students, how they get results. Nothing to do with romance. Fuck, it's all a lie. You all bought for it. You all bought it. All right. So besides the black student that got into the army, we also got an 18-year-old Latino student, 18-year-old Latino student. He's a Latin American student, and he also got a girlfriend. Preach it. In Johnny Elite's training, pre-boot camp training, he got a girlfriend who is Colombian. But when I change his hair to look more white, because he's bright skin, white skin, light skinned, like the person, like another person, it was putting the knees on top of George Floyd's neck. Then let's not talk about that. This is bad as talking about foreskin. Doesn't make any sense. Give it a thumbs up then if you really like this flow, the way I'm flipping it, like a flip mode. Give it a thumbs up, because John Elite is the next Eminem. All right, so this motherfucker got a girlfriend, and he's Latino. Don't you see it? The automatic, because he didn't learn any game. He only learned social calibrations. He's learned social calibrations only, and he learned social skills, and he just learned polling tactics. There was no romance. There was no game whatsoever. He was like, angry. John, when am I going to learn the motherfucking game? Preach it, motherfucker. Preach it to these crackers. Preach it so they hear you. What the fuck's going on with the flow? Got awkward. Yeah, the flow got awkward. I don't know. My brain just got like off clockwork. It's like a tear in my eye, and you see a tattoo on the left eye, because the student, when I think about it, he fucking screwed me over, and I just cut him off it. That's what happened. A lot of students, they turn to the Sith. They actually fall off the motherfucking cliff. The brain gets stiff. The emotions, they take a whiff of a little bit of this success. And what happens is that they think they're the best, and they give themselves a pat on the back as if they're like really high on motherfucking crack. And then they're like gonna attack Johnny Elite. Like, what the fuck was that? I helped you. I got you up here. Now you're acting like you're over there, or a little bit queer. What the fuck? I changed your hair to brown, and now you got an Asian woman who's married. She's down with the Latinos, and she's 35, and he was 17. Not sure if that's legal in this scene, especially in Vancouver, but it must be. And then afterwards, he got a girlfriend, and she's 18 in his high school. He same day laid her then. Like I said, that's game. That's skill. But he didn't learn that much game. He actually learned how to flow, the flip mode. He learned social skills. And then what happened was he killed it. All he dealt with is objections. And that was it. And he hit it. And she was on her period. After that, he completely cleared it. Then he became a testimonial, and I cut it off. Hope that makes sense. Because people turn to the Sith, they turn evil again. Shit. That was a dope flow. Sick again. That's the way. This is like Afghan. This is like the Middle Eastern of rap. This is like Johnny Elite. I don't talk crap like Justin Wayne. All these people lying about that, saying it's all about the fucking flow. They always say it's slow mo. It's always saying it's like a fucking girlfriend because it's skill. They're not saying that they're black though, which is like, All right. Next student I taught. Didn't get any credit for that. It's okay. This guy, good looking guy. I look like a potato compared to him. Looks like Elvis fucking Presley. Older guy. He's at least 8.4 out of 10. Snowflake, another red-eyed, lower self Latino. Handsome as fuck. I think he got a girlfriend that looks just as good as he does. But you try and make him look like a fucking mutant. But he's not. He's not a fucking mutant. He's a handsome motherfucker. I wish I looked like him. I wish I was tall as him. Because he's like 6 foot motherfucking taller, 5'11". And I was like, what the fuck? Then why is it spinning it then? Why is it making him look like a mutant? He's actually should be president. The opposite of Trump. He should not be on the other side of the fence. He has a good job. And that's the funny thing, because people's minds got raw. Because they think, like, what the fuck? Not trying to be a cop here, patrolling the streets, but I'm just saying it's pretty neat how this guy is just getting exactly the same level. So what's exactly the defeat? Is that really skills, or is it he is her kind? If he's really her kind, then what the fuck are they doing to your minds? They're trying to make it seem like a fucking girlfriend all the time, and that's not even true. That's what happens to you when you believe it, when you're sheeps. You don't even say a peep, and then you lie to yourself. And Justin Wayne's like saying, oh my God, like, yeah, girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. But wait, my students, overall, all the people I taught, more of them were like fucking, in relationships than your fucking students. Another student who got 6 lays in a motherfucking girlfriend. He is a 5'9". He had a mental breakdown. Johnny Lee's best coach for real, for shizzle, manizzle. So basically, for this student, he didn't learn any sort of Wayne game because back then I was called Gaming Elite. Gaming Elite. What the fuck? In 2003, Gaming Elite was teaching day game. And this student was Korean. He's Korean. He got 6 lays night game. Although I don't teach night game. In 1 day game, he fingered her. He's called Mr. Finger Fucker. That's all he does. He goes to a club and he clubs her with his finger. And then she gets converted. It's like, no one's ever heard of it. Finger fucker. Then he pulls her to the car then. Then he fucks her in the car because she's converted. It's like, shit, now I'm spitting the flow with the metaphors then. It makes more sense than, how to sell me this pen. Because all of them are salesmen pretending to be dating coaches then. Because they have high SMV. We have to ignore that. We have to believe, even though it's not true, like John Kreese. I'm not even sure. It's like a disease of the mind. People are just not really getting it. And maybe I was a black guy in my past life. Black lives matter. Everything matters. Even Asian lives matter. But let's talk about the real matter. The real matter is guys get girlfriends because there are certain races. And there's a pattern to this. This is not skill. It's not skill. Holy fuck, John can rap. You're damn right I can fucking rap. You're damn right. Okay, now let's preach it again. Another fucking student of Johnny Elite. Back then, all the way in 2014 or something, way back then, a white student came to learn fashion and body language. And look what happened to this cracker. This motherfucking cracker got his first laid in day game, and afterwards he got a girlfriend. Although it's not under my training because I don't teach night game. But he got a girlfriend. And that's kind of funny. It's like, what the fuck, a tall white man. Exactly like what John is saying. Are you fucking listening? Instead, you're not even giving a thumbs up then. Holy shit. What the fuck? Give me some credit. Justin Wayne. Stop scamming all the time. Okay? For a second, I forgot your normal tonality. Now I was convinced. That's right. Fight the power. Fight the motherfucking power. Hey, what's up? Here's my superstar student. Here is a black student who got 2 girlfriends. Preach it, motherfucker. Preach it to these crackers. Preach it. Because he joined the army. He wanted to get laid. He got rid of RSD shit. Look what happens. Shit. Now he's got a girlfriend. 2 girlfriends in the army in a fucking base. It's a disgrace to all these people talking. He uses sexual connection. Now it's like in your motherfucking face, like the way Michael Jordan says it. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. It's because it's all lying through their teeth then. Why you always... Yeah, so now I'm talking Ebonics then. Don't mind me then. Because I'm speaking the truth. This guy's got 2 girlfriends. Being a tall black guy makes it easier to get a girlfriend. Being tall white, as I'm saying. J.O. And being a Latino and being tall Middle Eastern. But that's the thing, though. And what makes this student, J.O. over here, what makes him superior to all these other motherfucking crackers? What makes him beat them all? Beat them like a drum. Beat them like a rented meal. He's having a lot of fun banging all these women, all these white women in the military base because he's husband material. In your motherfucking face. He's husband material. Because he wears the same watches as Johnny Elite. He has the same necklaces as Johnny Elite. He is elite because he has the same blazers as Johnny Elite. Preach it. That's the motherfucking truth. He's like a clone of me. He's the only black student who doesn't listen to Justin. Fucking scamming Wayne. He has no Justin scamming Wayne. None of that shit into his fucking system. He's completely the only black person who is a good person. He's giving me a testimonial. All the other short blacks, they are so fucking disgraceful. They never give, I never hear from them back. I'm gonna read their testimonials because they want to suck other dating coaches' dick and ride up their asshole like Justin Wayne. They just want to be fans. They want to be sheeps. That's exactly why you can get defeat, because you don't want to give the 5'7" elite the testimonial that he deserves, because you guys are geeks. You guys are freaks. You guys are sheeps. Shit, I just fucking went to a flow again. All right, just so full of flows, you know. So husband material for a black student will get you more results. It'll get you white women. It'll get you a girlfriend. It'll get you two. It might even get you married by accident. But my students don't care so much about getting girlfriends, because they always make it seem like, oh, it's our girlfriend. I'm going to talk about why this is a lie. I'm going to talk about why this is a lie. I'm going to preach it. And I've even gone through all my students, all the gaming elite students who gotten laid under my training. All these motherfucking students, even since 2013, you're like, who the fuck are these guys? How come you never posted their testimonial? Hey, what's up? They never posted their testimonial. How long have you been a dating coach, John? Since 2013. Holy fuck. And look at this. Look at all these student results here on my site, www.johnelitedating.com. And don't forget that you can actually sign up for a boot camp. You can sign up for a boot camp. Hey, I'm dating coach here, man. You should make more than me. For shizzle, my nizzle, I will. Holy shit, the tonality's priceless, John. Can a 5'8" be a fuckboy frame? Yeah, 5'8" can be a fuckboy frame. That's what you want to aim for, and a little bit of husband material on the side. Husband material to draw her in, and then you tell her you don't want him to look for a girlfriend, and you same day lay her. You disqualify her. You disqualify her with a disqualifier, and then afterwards, she's gonna be all over you. She's gonna be chasing. Then you're gonna start replacing, because you're husband material. You're living in a mansion. You have anything that you want. All right. This is not even all the testimonials. What if I read the screenshot testimonials of short black students? Unlike Jay over here, who's got fucking 20 fucking lays in the military base. Holy shit. And then he's doing that in front of everyone and is still not getting in trouble. Because he got social calibrations. He's got social calibrations. This is the truth. Preach it. So now that you realize that's all a motherfucking lie, that the girlfriend thing, and you look at the testimonials, now you can see through the disguise. Who are these guys telling you? The tall Negroes looking, the tall Negroes, because they want to be booking more boot camps. That's where all the money is. During COVID-19, Justin Wayne lost all his girlfriends because he couldn't afford to pay them for stealing from your credit cards then. He can dip a little bit here, dip a little bit there, but now this time you can't get his dick up your derriere, because now the carrier, the messenger, is telling people the truth that you don't need romance and you don't need skills to get a girlfriend. Holy motherfucking shit. Preach the truth, Johnny Lee. They'll listen. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. And now you know about the 6 frames, which is in Elite Playbook. The new Elite Playbook, the new updated version that tells the truth. That romance is bullshit. There's a commentary for that product. You should check it out. All right. Now let's continue. I'm going to look at the page so I don't forget what I'm going to say. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I basically list all of them in order. That's great. All right. Second bootcamp chart. Okay, it's the same thing. I already went through that. All right, so basically, what is the girlfriend process? That's a very important process. I can get anyone a girlfriend without actually teaching, without any sort of romance in the game. Because when you're a romantic, you'll lose the girl. What's the most important conversation is comments, open-ended questions. Because if you just make a statement and then you wait till she replies, and then you look at her and you're like, oh my God, she replied. Now you're gonna ask a question. And now she's gonna lie. She's gonna be like giving a short answer. And now she's gonna answer with a question. And then you're like, yes, I got a question. Now I'm gonna make another statement. And then you look at her again. She gives you a short answer. Now you're stuck. And then now you ask another question. And you're like, oh my God, she's not answering. Now I'm gonna ask 3 more motherfucking questions. And then she walks away. And you're like, what happened? You pushed her away because you didn't do comments, open-ended questions. Hope that fucking makes sense. All right, my friend. Now you get like the mind open. Preach it. Preach the truth. So you can say when you get on the playbook on, the Google Drive. If you already bought the playbook, I can upgrade you to the newest version with the newest commentary. Your mind will be enlightened and you'll be like, holy shit, this is like the contrary to the romantic connection, which is completely broken. It will ruin your mind. It'll ruin your game. Exactly. Give a thumbs up if you like what I'm saying. Somebody give it a thumbs down. It was 3 up. But that's the thing, because you've been brainwashed. Now you're taking a step up. These motherfuckers are lying to you out of luck because I'm showing the statistic. What the fuck? All right, let's continue. So what is the girlfriend connection and how can you get a girlfriend without any sort of romance? Preach the motherfucking truth. Preach the motherfucking truth to these people. Very fucking simple. So now we're going to erase the top part. So basically what happens is to get a girlfriend is very, very simple. The reason why you're not getting a girlfriend because you're only fucking her 2 times a week. Once or twice a week. You keep her on the rotation. When she's on the rotation with other women, she doesn't feel really close to you then. She doesn't feel like a girlfriend. Therefore, that's why she was not exactly your girlfriend. So what happens if you added 3 motherfucking times a week? When you add 3 times a week, and now she's starting to seek, not seeking arrangements, but she's more needy. She has needs. She sees you as a boyfriend material. So she starts to get clingy. She starts to get clingy, like chingy. And then you try to fuck her, like not 3, but 4 in that week. Now you fucked her 4 times. Now she's getting emotional. She thinks it's a crime that you and her are not boyfriend and girlfriend. They think that, why the fuck are you not? So she starts to ask herself. You fuck her 4 to 5 times a week, and now she's thinking to herself, holy shit, why is she not in a relationship or married or engaged to you yet? And that's exactly it. The more you fuck her during that week, the more clingy she gets, the more she becomes your motherfucking girlfriend. When she's your girlfriend, she says, what are we? And then you just have to say, maybe boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh my God, eureka then. You can get a girlfriend without any romance. You can get a girlfriend without any romance. So why the fuck did he tell you use romance then? None of my students know how to flirt. None of them knows how to tease. This is the motherfucking truth. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Get down on your motherfucking knees. This is the real OG. And Justin Wayne said you've been in the game for 15 years. I've been in 18 years. Longer than Ross Jeffries. Come on. Maybe you gotta freeze. Unlike the cop of George Floyd, and you need to be on your knees, on the ground, and just apologize for everybody else here. Maybe you need to throw you over the cliff or over to the water, like the statue of slave drivers, motherfuckers. This is the truth. Now you can all get a girlfriend. Just keep her on the line, keep her on the rotation. Just keep fucking her more then. Nobody's ever thought of it because you'll listen to tall white dating coaches with self-proclaim. This is what happens. Preach it. Preach the truth. Preach the truth, Johnny Lee. Preach the motherfucking truth to the audience right now. Preach the motherfucking truth. You don't need any romance in your game. Do you think naturals use romance in their game? Of course not. Romance is not even useful for naturals. The naturals, the guys who are born naturals, they have the neural pathways. They can already get girls any way they want. They can go this way, that way. They can have social skills. And then she'll go his way. She's going to give him a lot of play. She's going to be swayed by exactly the way that he, because he used the sexual connection. The sexual connection. You're going to break the connection of Justin Wayne. You're going to break the bullshit from his mind. Never again, as they say. Never again. Black Lives Matter, you don't even know what that phrase means, Justin Wayne. You really don't. Because you get auto compliance. That's not game. That's not game. So holy shit, John giving you the formula how to get a girlfriend. Holy shit. So if you keep her in the friends of benefit zone and you fuck her 4 times a week, you will get a girlfriend automatically. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. That is the truth. Because what if I showed you? Preach it. Preach it. What if I got this guy? Look at this. I don't want to call him Cracker. He's my favorite student right now. He's the coolest motherfucking cat. He's almost like black. This student over here that I'm talking about, let's see if you can see him over here. He's with a woman here. He had a girlfriend in 24 motherfucking hours because I forced him to fuck her for 6 times in a motherfucking row. 6 motherfucking times for a 50-year-old man. Bald. 50-year-old man. I forced him to fuck her 6 motherfucking times. Preach it. 6 motherfucking times, and she turned into his girlfriend. She wasn't into him, so he pretended to be husband material then. And then he manipulated her brain exactly like J.O., exactly like my student, getting them big booty hoes like J-Lo. That's how he did it. And this woman's way more powerful. She's in a different country. And I'm just saying, I can't complete the rhyme because, I don't want to give away her identity. But for her, he was husband material. His husband material, he had a girlfriend. He's white. He's white, exactly the same races I've been talking about. The same races that get automatic girlfriends. Preach it, John Elite, preach it all. Because this is the truth. You all got to hear it. But you're not giving a thumbs up because there's too much truth then. There's so much truth. Now you don't even know how to deal with it. It's called cognitive dissonance. You got one competing belief and you got the second competing belief. And now they're kind of like, you're shocked. You don't know how to handle it like a sheep. So you kind of just get off. You get off the chat, the YouTube live, because now you got brain pain. Because you got conflicting information. They got you. Man, keep doing a stand-up routine and teaching at the same motherfucking time. I am not a stand-up comedian. I am preaching the motherfucking truth. The motherfucking truth. They can hear in my motherfucking voice. When you speak the fucking truth, they'll listen. When they listen, they open their mind and they realize they've been enslaved. Not enslaved, not like the old days. Not like the old days. With slave drivers, now they're the new slave drivers. They're called red pill dating coaches. They're always after your money. They're looking in their sheeps. They're like wolves. They're trying to shear their wool off of their body. And then they say, come on, fuck off and go. This is like, what the fuck? I thought these guys are, yeah. Now you're starting to get it. So you're like, holy shit. But why do they care about girlfriends so much? Why the fuck do these motherfuckers care about girlfriends? All they talk about is girlfriends, this, girlfriend, that. Girlfriend in the game. Girlfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend. The truth is I got a lot of students who are more on the psychopath side than the sociopath. You should watch the mental illnesses for the clusters for mental illnesses for PUAs. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good like the name Willie Mays. But you'll be amazed that there's certain combinations, certain codes, cheat codes. Some are psychopaths. Some are different on the spectrum. Let's talk about this one, okay, my friends? The first one is the psychopath and the sociopaths are very different. They're very, very different. So dating coaches are mostly sociopaths. Not me, though. But the sociopaths, 95% of them are delusional. Opinions as facts. But students, the psychopaths, are more into higher lay counts. They don't want to get laid. I mean, they don't want a girlfriend. They just want to get more lays. You should listen to my students. The big lie is that they all are into a relationship, that they all want a girlfriend. No, they just want to get their willy wet. Come on now. Come on, my friends. You know this shit. My students don't come to me to get a girlfriend, but they get a girlfriend by accident. They didn't want a girlfriend, but she flew on his lap, giving him a lap dance. It's like, what the fuck? All the way from here to France. And that's kind of funny. Because, man. All right. So basically 95% of the sociopaths, there's a hypothesis of people want to join the game and get a girlfriend. Bullshit. So there's subtypes of sociopaths. Let's see. Okay, enjoying another great stream. For shizzle, my nizzle. All right, no problem. All right, it doesn't mean all psychopaths are violent. It doesn't mean that, because a lot of them are police and surgeons, although they've been pretty much like insurgents, especially the way they treat George Floyd then. But however, there's a lot in government. Preached it, motherfucker. A lot of psychopaths. But that's part of evolution. Isn't that a funny conundrum? In this particular behavior, it goes towards evolution. For example, the majority of serial killers are childless, which means that they're not fathers and they're not procreating. Therefore, they don't give a fuck about it. It doesn't mean they're all serial killers, because a lot of psychopaths in the government. However, they just don't have empathy. They don't care. They don't want a girlfriend. You're like, oh my God, John. So you're saying these sociopaths want a girlfriend? All of them wants a girlfriend? Yes. So sleeping 4 times in one day will be enough for a week? Yes. And then she'll start to say the question, what are we? You know, they say, Dumas, what are we? She'll be like, we're sleeping 4 times a week. This is not a relationship. What are we then? Then you can say boyfriend and girlfriend. And congratulations. You become another Johnny Lee testimonial, even indirectly though. You don't even need to give me credit. Just by following this recipe, you're going to get it. You can get a girlfriend faster than anyone can. In 24 hours, like the other German student. Although he's white. I'm not saying white is right, but the price is right because he's husband material. He can go for whatever he likes. She's not on the line. He posts other women on Instagram. Because he's a player. He went to Portugal and he pulled another woman. He was there for, if he was there for 2 more days, he would have closed her then. Shit. Let's continue. Let's continue, motherfuckers. So basically, a narcissistic sociopaths invariably have families and children whom they support energetically. And many of the traits specific to this phenotype could be fairly called adaptive, which means they're mask-wearing sociopaths. They want girlfriends. They want to pass their tumor. So they raise the important issue of evolutionary niche of a narcissistic sociopath within the societies in which they exist. Mask-wearing sociopaths are obsessed with girlfriends and passing their genes and tumor. So basically, they have this fake empathy. They have this fake empathy called a cognitive empathy. That is not the same thing. It's not the same. This particular skill, that common with psychopaths and narcissistic sociopath, is absolutely essential for their nature. Cognitive empathy. This is different than emotional or affective empathy, sometimes called emotional contagion, which is regarded as the ability and tendency to closely identify with the emotions and experiences of others. They don't have the real empathy. They just have a high ego and low self-esteem, not real empathy. So finally, as it says here, narcissistic sociopaths always seek reproductive success through procreation and aggressive nepotism, which is usually accompanied by extreme in-group identification, racism, xenophobia, and nationalism, while psychopaths show no allegiance to family, community, or country. Shit, that rhymes. They are obsessed with getting a big family, a girlfriend, reproductive success, spreading the motherfucking tumor. That's why Justin Wayne is obsessed with girlfriends, because they're spreading the fucking tumor. That's all they're doing is spreading the motherfucking tumor. Sociopaths want girlfriends. Psychopaths don't. So bragging about girlfriends and being a tall, black, white, Latino, and Middle Eastern is not impressive. That is a deception. That is getting people, getting their minds trapped. They never grow. They never motherfucking grow. And there was a guy over here. His name is called Iceman. He was a serial killer. He was a hitman. Iceman. Let's take a look at this Negro then. You fucking crazy motherfucker. Yes, exactly. Give her a girlfriend title at the very end. So look at this. Iceman was acting all cold and like a motherfucking chode afterwards when they told him about his family, when they found out he was a cold-blooded murderer. He started to surrender and he started crying. The tears flowed through his face. He's no longer the Iceman. He became a disgrace. He got put in his place because when his family found out he was a hitman, a serial killer, when they found out he was a serial killer and he was a mafia hitman, but then he wasn't a big man. As soon as his family found out, then he started crying. He started bawling. The tears start flowing like a waterfall. Look at him. This is what happens after all. These sociopaths, they're always about reproductive success. They're always about money, power. They're always about control, just like Justin Wayne's sadistic around his women. They want control. They want control. They want power. They want government. They want control. They want money. They want that to supplicate their lifestyle. This is what a narcissistic, sociopathic, sadistic motherfucker does. Solomon from Bible says 700 wives and 300 girlfriends, concubines. Exactly. Iceman's example of a golden rule in the law of retaliation. It is possible to do 500 women, but you need like a money component to be a high status or celebrity status or a husband material. Then it will not come from the girlfriend. It will not come from the same day lay or the fuck boyfriend. It's going to come from a different area. You're going to have to be a celebrity or raise your status. Hope that makes sense. So therefore, like Dan Brazilian with many girlfriends, that's how it's done. And not everyone wants a girlfriend. The psychopaths don't want a girlfriend. I have a lot of students who are psychopaths. A lot of psychopaths doesn't mean they're evil people. They just have no empathy. They may have cognitive empathy at most. Just motherfucking cognitive empathy. But they don't have empathy like the way that most normal people have. So Iceman is not a psychopath. He is a sociopath. But he does not feel empathy for psychopaths. Sociopaths do not feel guilt. So when you shot an arrow through the guy's brain, he didn't feel any guilt at all. It's kind of funny because they have fucked over people at will. Okay? But this tumor sociopath was in tears. And a psychopath wouldn't even cry. They wouldn't give a shit whether or not the people were alive. They don't care what the family says. But the sociopaths care about relationships and passing off their tumor genes. So they're always talking about relationship, girlfriend this, girlfriend that. But the girlfriend process takes care of that. Dark tetrad personality disorder, like Justin Wayne. The Justin Money Wayne. Money ran out during COVID-19, and the women disappeared because the seeking arrangements is not funding them, funding their lifestyle, not funding this motherfucking 2-bit Negro's lifestyle. And now look what happens. They all left like he's old style, like he's old school, like he's old hat. So this sets up both short-term conflicts, long-term relationship battles between manipulative, narcissistic sociopaths and the rest of society. That means those do not wish to be manipulated. Exactly like Vice when the woman fought back against them. When she fought back against them, she didn't want to be manipulated. She's like, where's my money? I'm just here for the money. The seeking arrangement is money. That is funny because it's taken from the sheep's money and then given to them to keep them as girlfriend, to keep them on the line. So most individuals in society shares a vested interest in maintaining fairness in social order. The equilibrium point is reached through the concept called frequency-dependent selection, the essence of which the phenotypes can sometimes have a distinct advantage. So basically, the Justin Wayne, dark tetrad, sociopath, autistic, and then depression, and a little bit ADHD, all this shit adds towards reproductive success. But they're only 2% of the population. Because they're 2% of the population. If there was more, there'll be antibodies. Everyone will fight back. They'll be isolated. They'll be like a hornet. They'll be like a hornet killing all the bees with their pheromones, bringing other bees there. Basically, what's going to happen is all the bees surround it in Japan. They haven't learned it here in this land since we got giant murder hornets here. They'll be surrounding the big bee, and then eventually they'll cook up the bee. They'll raise the temperature, and the bee is dead. That's what's going to happen if more people find out about these narcissistic sociopaths, talking about girlfriends like Justin Wayne, fucking everyone over because no one wants to be part of the plan. So basically, currently estimates to place the prevalence of narcissistic sociopaths at 1 or 2%, making a candidate phenotype for frequency-dependent selection, especially given how successful they often are and this is from like Psychology Today, by the way, a real credible site. The rarity of narcissistic sociopaths in the population, along with their considerable skill in hiding their true motivations, make them very difficult to detect. If they were more numerous, however, members of society will become familiar with this particular pattern of social deviance and quickly learn how to neutralize it, exactly like the bees to the fucking green hornets. And furthermore, the narcissists encounter with one another, while they may be willing to cooperate with each other in a fickle, short-lived alliance, basically they'll fuck everyone over. That's what they're saying. That they don't think win-win. These kind of motherfuckers don't think win-win. They'll fuck them over because their nature, their selfishness. Ultimately, their goal will collide with the relationship, deteriorates into a mutual self-defeating conflict. This too acts like a negative selection and maintains the low frequency of this particular phenotype. What they're saying is that the reason why they can survive is because they fuck everyone over. They fuck everyone over. And for narcissistic sociopaths, if they're more, it's like antibodies. Everyone attacks. Everyone attack. You're like, shit. You're learning so much shit. They're really into relationships. You're like, whoa, fuck. Now the game has been expanded so much. Now dating coaches are also a dark tetrad personality with all these mental illnesses gaming you, being delusional. Being delusional. So you're saying that Dan Brazilian has mental issues? A little bit of psychopath. So a little bit of a psychopath. Tragic tale of Superman. Who the fuck is Superman? I want to talk about my old wingman. My old wingman. So you're saying that if you have a good personality and you got skills, the women will stay in your life. But I say that's bullshit. Preach the motherfucking truth, John Elite. His old wingman. Let's see what John Elite's old wingman is. Superman. Superman's a handsome Asian, 5'10". I told him to go to Toronto to scout the place for me, and he never came back because he loved it. He could not get a girlfriend in Vancouver. He had 15 fuck buddies, although they're not as good looking as him. He has 15 motherfucking fuck buddies because he's a tall, positive stereotype with a good vibe. But that wasn't enough for Vancouver. It wasn't enough. And you're like, what the fuck? So tell the story, Johnny Lee. Preach the motherfucking truth of Superman. Who is Superman? 15 fuck buddies in 14 motherfucking days. Johnny Elite's old wingman. So he's like tall, 5'11", but he could not get a girlfriend. He asked me if I should move to Toronto, John. And I said, yes, you should move to Toronto if it's better than here, because they're anti-Asian men here. They're anti-Asian men. They're always a white man with Asian women. Not the other way around as much then, unless they go through the social circle. Unless the guy gets friend zoned in social circle, the Asian man eventually, because she has a small social circle. She has a small motherfucking social circle. So therefore, eventually she falls for the small motherfucking Asian man. Small social circle, small Asian man, she falls for him. When she falls for that Asian man, now you say, look at them, cognitive bias. I see an Asian man with a white girl. That's great. But in reality, he took many months, many years to get there, acting like a queer, acting like a friend zone. You know, like he has no fucking, just no value. Hanging around the friend zone, having female friends, social circle until she's into him. That is not game, but that is social skill. So social skills can get you a girlfriend because you're dismissing the blue pill. The blue pill has perfect social skills, so they get girlfriends. Because they're the same value. They get the girlfriends through social skills. No one wants to talk about social skills because these coaches have no social skills. They got socio skills. Socio skills is like sociopath skills. They don't understand what's it like with social skills. They always think it's more game. But in reality, by having good body language and having a flirty undertone, a sexual undertone, she gets hornier and hornier as she talks to you with your social skills. All you got to focus on pulling tactics and sexualizing it and dealing with objections. But why would they lie to you then? I thought they were your friend. They're not. After your money. Your bags of money to these motherfuckers. Your bags of motherfucking money. And COVID-19 saw to that. Because during COVID-19, these motherfuckers did not show up in your life. These motherfuckers did not show up in your motherfucking life. They have disappeared. Like a divorce with their wife. They disappeared. Sorry, when the gates open again. When the gates open, like the legs open slowly. Guess what happened for COVID-19? They show up. All the red pill dating coaches show up again. Have you seen that? Mystery is now in my fucking mailbox. Motherfucking Mystery. Old school 2003. But I started the game in 2001, Mystery. I started before Ross Jeffries. 2001, same year as Ross Jeffries. Sorry, cough. Not COVID-19. I started the game in 2001 in university. Way back then. So I have more experience, more split tests, more field tests, more golden nuggets. You don't know shit compared to me. They're showing Mystery, showing all the red pill dating coaches were hibernating. And as soon as they sniff the money again, they come out of the hiding like cockroaches everywhere. Cockroaches here, cockroaches there. You got to spray some Raid on them. Only after your money. I was there during the COVID-19. I was teaching you. I was preaching to you. I was opening up your mind, debunking things, educating you. Education is important, and they weren't there for you. It's like the plague. John Elite is the doctor trying to cure the masses, and all the other coaches are plagues. That other coaches want to preach to you the treatment. They don't want to give you the motherfucking cure. The cure does not have money in it. Because when all the students gets laid, John's happy because John doesn't care about the money. But for the other coaches, they want the treatment because the treatment, like cancer, is more expensive and they make more money from the fucking treatment than they get it from the cure. If the doctor cure everyone, he'll have no patience. This is like RSD. They make you in a rotation. You try one coach, you fail with him. And you try the next one again. The next one. And you say, maybe it's the personality, maybe it's something. And you go in the endless loop. And then you wonder, what the fuck? You're jumping through all these hoops. And all your money is gone. After your money. Because it's a funnel. At first, it's funny because they get emotional in front of you. And they start to, manipulate you. They start to talk about the logic. First, they attack the emotions, which is the right brain. Then they attack the left brain. And then they can brainwash you. This is why a lot of people are not giving thumbs up, because you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed by these red pill dating coaches that are after your motherfucking money. I didn't like this shit. This is why I was here educating you. Look at the stats. The truth will set you free. Motherfucking Superman could not get a girlfriend in Vancouver. He couldn't get a girlfriend. I mean, he has an attractive personality. He's very confident. He has a good vibe. He dances with the women, even in day game. But this motherfucker could not get a girlfriend because if the other girls saw him with an Asian man, guess what happens? Her SMV lowers then. Her SMV lowers. Now she has less value, less social value. Now she's discredited by her friends because she's with the Asian man. He might as well be in Toronto where you see a lot of Asian men with white women. Asian men in California with white women. Not in Vancouver. Vancouver has nothing but disdain for Asian men. This is where I developed my game. This is why it's so powerful, because the resistance. Now I'm forming a resistance. I'm giving you the tools to get a girlfriend. And you don't even need any motherfucking romance. All this bullshit. They're trying to trick your brain. These red dating coaches. And you fell for it. And you fell for it. And you see Justin Wayne sniffing the money again. And he's coming back out there trying to manipulate again. He's trying to fill his funnel, his purple pill game. He wants to give the women the money so he can keep them on the line. And then they'll keep coming back for years. And they're like, why does all these women, why are they here for all these years get tattooed? Because you keep giving them money month after month, like seeking arrangements. That's not even game. It's money game. You converted them. You had sex with them. You told them to act. This is just an acting exercise. And then now they're on the line. So you put them through hoops. You are so sadistic. You start saying, Lord, you better give me your Instagram password, your Facebook password. You got to give everything. And eventually Justin Wayne will take over the woman's soul. And on Vice, they snap. The women could not take this shit no more. They say, where's my fucking money? Where's my motherfucking money, Justin Wayne? I'm just here for the money. Now you get why she said, and Vice did not get it at the time. Why? I'm just here for the money. It's a fucking laptop. Bullshit. Where's your girlfriends, Justin? They all disappeared after the money disappeared, after COVID-19. Now you pretend you're on a spiritual mission, that you're just starting all over again. Bullshit. Wait till the money flows in. That's why you're discrediting on my infields with your alternative accounts, because you don't want to give Johnny Elite any credit, because you knew John's a better dating coach than you. You got more students with girlfriends than you. You only got 8 fucking testimonials, and 6 of them are motherfucking instructors. Am I your 9th testimonial? Who knows? But they're all instructor level. That means no students should ever take Justin Wayne's system, because it's a scammy system, and the instructors will have to figure out for themselves what Justin cannot teach them, because the structure doesn't work. Then we motherfucking Waynes, we have to fucking figure this shit out ourselves again. We have to build something different and something that fits our SMV, because Justin Wayne's game is bullshit. But Superman did not get a girlfriend. Superman, because he didn't fit into these frames. Unfortunately, Superman did not fit in Vancouver. New set looks awesome. Well done. Thanks you very much. All right, let's talk about this. So where does Superman fit in Vancouver? He did not fit into all these motherfucking frames. Superman, as nice as he is, he fit only in the fuckboy frame, because he wants to dress like shit and not wearing blazers. Does he fit in the boyfriend-girlfriend frame? Superman does not fit in here in Vancouver. He's a nice guy. But in Toronto, he got a girlfriend. His girlfriend is not the hottest, but I can tell you, I can tell you the truth. Superman was so fucking overjoyed to even have a girlfriend in Toronto. He's almost brought him to tears. Although he's fucking 10 other women at the same time with his same-day lay fuckboy frame. And he's going to orgies. If you bring her, he can go to orgies in Toronto by bringing in women. They're on and off all the time. And she's not on his look scale, but Superman is so happy to have a girlfriend in Toronto. He has a girlfriend in Toronto. She's not the hottest, and I said to him, but you know what? Superman is happy. It brought tears to his eyes, because every single time Superman tries to bring romance here, guess what happens? She disappears. And maybe he thought wait for 3 days. Guess what? It doesn't work. Maybe he'll delay romance for 4 days. Guess what? It doesn't work. On the 5th day, maybe he thought, I put a little bit of romance, and guess what? She's off the line. She's off the rotation. She's no longer his fuck buddy. And it's like John, every single time he tells me, every single time he tries to show any sort of romance, he loses her because he doesn't fit into the frame. He doesn't fit into the boyfriend material frame. He is not a tall, black, white, or Latino in Vancouver, or a Middle Eastern, like my Middle Eastern student who got a fucking model girlfriend. Model. If you're saying that they don't have social value, it's automatic compliance, and it's all skill and the personality, these guys do not always have a great personality. No different than all the other students. They just her type. But you like Justin Wayne, you got one student. You got one Asian student who got married and stuff. But yes, he got one Asian student married, but that Asian student's better looking than Johnny Elite. He's taller than Johnny Elite, and his face is better looking than Johnny Elite. So I'm just saying he is the husband material type. Makes enough money, boyfriend material with a white girl. But like I said, it's not about the exceptions, it's about the rule. I'm not looking for the exceptions. I'm looking for exactly, Justin. You're not looking for the exceptions. So Superman did not even fit in the friend zone because he's good looking. Nope. He did not fit in the husband material because he doesn't want to wear a motherfucking Rolex. He dismisses that. He wants to be in the fuckboy frame. Daddy daughter frame, he cannot fit into that shit. Superman cannot fit into that shit in Vancouver. Or high status celebrity status. He has no fucking status in Vancouver. But in Toronto he does. Because it's great. It's great because he does a job that revolves around women a lot. And now he's always around women and teaching them. And now Superman has some kind of status in Toronto, and he can be the same-day lady and the boyfriend. He can finally have a girlfriend in Toronto, but when he comes to Vancouver, again, if he comes to Vancouver, no girlfriends. It's funny because Superman banged more Latinas than every single motherfucking person in the world. Superman's my go-to expert for Latinas, the flaky Latinas. He says he never got Latina during day game. He only got them during night game when he did bachata with them or salsa dancing. The fucking shaking their hips and shit, and they build a trust. They see his confidence, and they finally forgive him. And then they fuck him, and he becomes a same-day late guy, but they don't stay on the line. They don't become his girlfriend. But Superman banged a lot of Latinas for Asian guys. And the ones who gets Latinas are usually tall, 6 foot tall Asians who are handsome, K-pop looking guys. And they're full of muscles. That's why I'm widening my shoulders. That's why I look a little bit bigger than before. You can see my stature is just a little bit wider than before. You don't know what's going on. But Johnny Elite has been working only 2 muscles. So you can be more in the fucking boyfriend frame. Don't you get it? I fit in this frame. Is this skill, right? Is it good personality? It could be. But at the same time, not everyone fits in this motherfucking boyfriend and girlfriend frame. It's all a lie. They've been lying to you. They're all lying through their motherfucking teeth. And you bought into it. You bought into it. All right. Thanks to you for liking my new site. Give it a thumbs up because I'm spitting some real truth here. And the ones that meets, right, in social circles, as you can see, the Asian men. But you never see these couples because once they break up, once the Asian men that met through fucking friend zone in a social circle, guess what happens to them? You don't want to know what happens after the relationship is over. They never have another white girlfriend again. That's just a one-off. A one-off. Hope that makes sense. Who the fuck is keep asking for free shit? All right. Okay, a student saying I got a receipt. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Okay, for the new playbook. If the receipt's on my site from PayPal, I will honor it. If it's from a different site, I will not, because that's not my business. You'll never see these couples here for long. And he wasn't rich either. That's the problem. If he had the money and he can dress well and he'd be husband material at his height, over 5'9", which is the national fucking average in Vancouver. Now 5'9", like that other Korean guy who had a girlfriend and had a mental breakdown. So in Toronto, he had a girlfriend. So that's kind of funny, isn't it? This whole theory that is skill. Superman's got skill. Every single girl, he dances with them in day game. And he has to kiss them on the lips before he even gets a motherfucking phone number. Because he's like, John, I'm Asian. If I don't kiss her in the motherfucking lips, I'll never hear from her again because she'll flake on me. So he has to kiss her during day game. He has to touch her hand and kiss her in the mouth. He's like, what the fuck, John? Hey, that's my old wingman. We both did this kind of Keno game before. We both ran in Vancouver doing a lot of touching. That's how he is, because he is more of the type that is not emotionally connected. Nice guy, though. But for him, because his verbal game, because English is not his first language, he had to do more of that physical game, more of the body language, more of that vibe, more of that energy. Hope that makes sense. So if you're tall in Vancouver, it's much easier when you have the height. For Asian, that you're good looking. Because girls will think, well, what would my friends think? I would say move to California, move to Toronto. Get the fuck out of Vancouver. Vancouver is only a place to train for boot camps. Vancouver is a great place to train for boot camps because I call it kill zone in Granville in Vancouver. Kill zone. This is where all the POAs come to die. They go to RSD. They go to Jan. They see through the lies. And then, you know, they feel so great. They feel so much pride. And they fucking give compliments, you know, until she rolls her fucking eyes. It's so cringeworthy. And then eventually they quit. This is not easy. They go to night game and they find it more breezy. They get stuck there and they quit eventually. That's the fate after a decade. This is a disease by listening to these positive stereotypes, relationship types. This is the type that's going to fuck you up your whole life. Unless the Asian girl or the white girl is into Asian guys. Unless she is into Asian guys, then it becomes easier because she can justify to her friends that she's into Asians. That's her thing. That's her thing. When I had a girlfriend before, because she was into Asian guys. It's not because I was like a whitewash guy. It's because I look like a K-pop guy. And that's not really game. That's just being her type. That's the only thing. If she's into K-pop, then she can kind of forgive a little bit. You know, that's kind of fucked up. That's what I think. Of course, Superman. Yeah. Let's see here. There's another guy, okay? Another guy. Hold on a second. All right, so another student, right? Do you remember the guy that got a few same-day lays? I'm not sure if you have him here, but this guy, yes. I'll show you. This guy. Do you remember this video? This really well-edited video. Just watch. Other than Phuket. You saw this bald Asian guy, Vietnamese guy, and it's like, whoa, he got 2 same-day lays. But when he went back home, he was trying to look for Latinas. He's like, John, 80% of the women are Latinas. They don't see him as boyfriend material or even same day lay. He's not as good looking. He's not as strong as some of the positive stereotype Asians. So therefore, he got flaked on back at home. He was in a place where it's all Latinas, and he likes Latinas. Yet Superman cannot get Latinas during day game, only night game. So this guy did not understand the whole structure, the frames. And he got angry. He didn't want to listen. So now he's sucking off other white dating coaches' dicks then. And he's getting no results. He get no results. This is what he gets for worshiping white dating coaches. Even self-proclaimed high lay count guy get a girlfriend. Like I said, whiteys, blacks, Latinos, and tall Middle Eastern, they are so privileged. Yet someone like Superman is going through hell. And he's so happy in Toronto just to get that girlfriend. Even that one. Just to get that one girlfriend. Even if she's not the hottest. But he's so happy. He's just so thankful. This is how life treats Asian men. So how does the Asian men get girlfriends? It's very simple. Increase your social skills then. Get female friends. Increase your social standing. Dress more husband material then. You're like, whoa, really? Yes. Make more money. Because you need $250,000 just to equal a white guy in a white t-shirt. That's what your value is. And after COVID-19, we got 77 motherfucking hate crimes in Vancouver in 1 week. You got beaten up. I'm going to teach the Asians how to fight. So that way, these whites, right, when they want to fight, they'll get knocked the fuck out. They're lights out. Not trying to be violent. I'm talking about metaphorically. Like Socrates. Hypotheses. This is like RSD. Fuck them all. That's like an old song. What's it called? Wu-Tang. The Wu-Tang Clan. The black men are friends with the Asians. Like my uncle, my cousins. They're half black or they're full black. Just like I'm related to Latinos. My uncle is Latino. Therefore, I get used to other people with different races. That's why I'm so comfortable when I'm growing up. Uncle is Latino. Other uncle, black. And lastly, my aunt is white. And she's tall as fuck. My cousin's like 6'6", half jeans, half mixed. That makes it easier for Asians to get chicks. An Asian guy making $250K has same value as a white shirt. What to find? All right, go and watch that on YouTube. Type Asian guy value 250K, professor, a university professor of studying racial disparities. He says to the women, is like, look at this white guy and this Asian guy. And he says that no matter what, you're going to say you're not into that Asian guy. And she's like, what the fuck? He says it's racism because this guy's value, he needs to make 250,000. When he makes 250,000, he has the same value as a white man in a white t-shirt who's tall. But instead, he says, if you don't have that, you're going to be, I'm not saying to limit your beliefs because you need to have an Instagram in the belief. You need to start to use the John Elite, the sexual connection, and be husband material. You've got to be their type. You got to be whitewashed. You got to be whitewashed. Or you deal with xenophobia and you're going to get washed like a bunch of wasps. Just clawed right off. So be whitewash. So you fit into a tribe. If you fit into a tribe, she sees you. She's not going to feel like fearful on the inside. And when she's not fearful on the inside, you're going to be like, wow, this Asian guy is like a white guy. He speaks like me. Maybe you fit into her tribe. Now you're starting to get it to make sense. That's what the Asians don't get. Because when they have their hair and they're messy on top and they don't have anything else, it's kind of like scaring her as much as the concept of a Glock. But you look at the clock, you're wasting a lot of time. Be whitewashed. Wear the white cloth. Use the body armor to get their white women. And watches, exactly. Watches, Rolex. This is a $250,000 type of Rolex. I'm not saying that's the one you need, but you need it for an Asian guy. If you're shorter like you need a Rolex that is golden a golden Rolex. And you can get someone that's like a homage that looks like it. And white women, when they see it far away, they can't grab your wrist to double check it. They'll assume it's a Rolex and that you got some money, and they become compliant. What the fuck? This game is kind of rigged. But now you can fight now. Fight within. I'm giving you guys the tools. The tools. Let's see. Conclusion. I just want to conclude this. There's no evidence to support that those girlfriends is skilled or it's a personality thing. Although that could contribute to it, it can be a value thing. It's more of a race and value thing. Whether you fit as a boyfriend material, none of the students so far that I've shown you, all of the students on the new site, JohnnyEliteDating.com, and there's a lot of students. Not a single student has broke through this stereotype. You know, it's kind of funny. All of them. There's a lot more students. I haven't even read all the testimonials yet. I haven't even posted all the testimonials yet. This is all boot camps right here, guys. Right here. But you saying, well, that's it? No. There's another fucking 10 more. Because I got to turn this into screenshots into trailers. Wait, John, there's 24 motherfucking boot camp students? No, there's more than 30. I just got to find my old phone. When I find my old phone, you're going to find even more than 30. It's going to be like fucking 34 or something like that. You're going to be like, what the fuck, John? You've been training the entire fucking army of day gamers in Vancouver, correct? Back then, I get referred to other people's friends. Hey, my friend's fucked up. Can you train him? Get him laid? Of course I can. And I never taught Justin Wayne's game then. I've only met that Negro, that 2-bit Negro Justin Wayne's game in 2015. So why the fuck is he taking credit then? I was teaching this game around 2015. The first Wayne game I taught was the Asian version with all my gold nuggets. It was like 100 different fucking white dating coach game, discarded 99% of the dirt. I kept 1%. I put them all together. It got all the students laid. You know? And fashion. Fashion is framing. And fashion was back then. All the frames, the 6 frames. The fashion can help you frame. Fashion is framing. Fashion is framing. Fashion is framing. Holy shit. Fashion is framing. And look at that black student. He dressed like Johnny Elite. He's in the husband material. He curb stomps all you motherfuckers out there. He curb stomps all of you. He wins the game. He beats you all because he is dressed as husband material. Give a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing and you're getting this. That's all I'm saying. So now that we're concluding, height has a lot to do with it, and so does race, according to the stats. So this is not about girlfriend, this and that. This completely, even with Superman, the guy with the best personality that I know, the best personality isn't enough to cut it in Vancouver because he doesn't fit in that tribe. He doesn't fit in that tribe. Welcome to the truth, guys. So who's brainwashing you? Who's been gaming you all along? Not me. I've been telling you the truth. They have. So if you had different beliefs, they have been gaming you. They've been brainwashing you, and you bought into it. Now I'm giving you a chance to be free, to unplug from the red pill, which I'm going to talk about in my next video probably. I'm going to disassemble the black pill. I'm going to talk about looks theory. It's golden ratio. You can read on my blog, JohnnyElite.com, that the students are not all good looking. I even put their scores. And I'll show you how the golden ratio is actually what women look at. And you're like, what the fuck, John? I'm going to disassemble the whole looks theory so black pill and red pill will shut the fuck up once and for all. Now I've destroyed the whole girlfriend thing is like skill and whatever. It is bullshit. And it's not like I'm trying to brainwash you. Johnny Elite does not have to brainwash you, nor does he give a fuck about your money. The truth shall set you motherfucking free. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Now you know how to get a girlfriend with a girlfriend motherfucking process. Keep her on the fucking rotation and so much until she asks. You gotta let her speak first. Let her ask, hey, what are we? Well, I guess, then you say, I guess, just follow the fucking script. I guess we are boyfriend and girlfriend. So now, no romance whatsoever, because romance got Superman auto rejected. Even 1%. She's like, this guy caught the feelings. Wait, he's not acting like a fuckboy. Now he's acting like a boyfriend material. Gone. Happens to me too. Not just Superman. So it's not about skills. Thanks for all this science, John. Exactly. Apple watches are so convenient, hard to go back. Do you want to get laid or not? Because Rolex women know what Rolex is. It's not like they're wetting their pussies for goddamn Apple watches. Magtoes are obsessed with jawlines, and I feel they sound gay as fuck. And they're always about the fucking draw angle and all this stuff. I will dismantle all their theories in the future. The truth shall set you free. No longer after I talk about looks theory. But if you guys want to look for looks theory, go to my blog and look for the golden ratio stuff. You will find all the looks theory shit is all bullshit. Do you know your statistics, for example? How many approaches need to have sex? What depends. For me, it's 1-to-1 because my game is perfect. I rarely get rejected because I have perfect social skills. For my students in the boot camp recently, for the last 5, they've been pulling or getting laid within the first, I don't know, few hours, the first day. A lot of students pull in the first day. And the first day, I don't even teach motherfucking game. I teach them body language. I teach them Elite 30 stuff, social calibrations. What the fuck, fashion. So why is social calibrations getting the students laid or pulling on the boot camp on the first motherfucking day? Because game is overrated. Game is only a value delivery system for the tall blacks, whites, and Latinos and no Easterns. You can't sell. They like, oh, but game is like a sales process. But you can't sell a shitty product. Superman, although he's good looking, he's not a good product in Vancouver. Holy shit. All of them lying to you. Red pill equals money pill. Red pill equals money pill. They're all after your money. They just can't wait. They get aroused when they sniff your money. They're just like, that's so great. But I should at least now finally advertise about my shit because it's important that I get people to know in less than 3 weeks. If you take my boot camp, you take it for 4 days or 3 days, you get 1 extra day. As a bonus, you do not pay less. You pay exactly the same price, but you got a pre-boot camp training to work on your body language and fashion before you come here so you can get laid then faster. You can take it for like 4 or 5 days, you get 2 days. You take it for 7 days, you get 3 days. That's like 10 motherfucking days. 10 hours a day, one-on-one. There is no other person at the same motherfucking time. And I have the most students in boot camps laid and pulling in the world. If you take away my involvement, if you take away John Elite's involvement, there's 8 more testimonials, combined testimonials, that I didn't get credit for. So that's more than 30 fucking testimonials. That is 32 right there. Preach the motherfucking truth. John Elite is the truth. His boot camps get student results. Get student results. And these students, they're not always into girlfriends, but look at them. So many motherfucking students got laid so many motherfucking times on John Elite's boot camp. 3 lays and 1 blowjob, which is very common among the tall students, which I'll talk about height theory in the future. I'll show you all the tall students gets laid faster. This is a science. There is no theory in the game. It's a science. It's all statistics. It's all algorithms. It's all value. All the theories is bullshit. Now show you with the golden ratio. We can show all the dating coaches golden ratio, and you can see all the women they get, like Bradicus or Brad Ass Kiss, because he's kissing ass now. You think he's ugly? He's an ugly looking guy. But his golden ratio is 70%, and all his women are exactly 7 out of 10. John's cracked the code. James Tuss, golden ratio 7.5. As James Tuss told me, he can never get a woman above 7.5. He gets 7s, 6s, and 5s easy, but he can't get 8s and 9s. But you're like, what the fuck, John? I'll talk about that in the future. You're going to love that. You can't miss that. You can't miss that because the golden ratio theory is like arrow theory. Whatever race you are, if you're like a positive stereotype race, the arrows are made of aluminum. It'll penetrate more. The wider shoulders you have, the more protective status. The arrow is like the feather. It gets bigger. The golden ratio is like the tip of the spear. So if you're Asian, you have a brittle arrow that's made out of light wood, but you have a decent tip, it'll penetrate some. But you need to widen your shoulders so that way the arrow will fly faster. There's no theories. It's all science. It's a repeatable science. Science is repeatable. Motherfucking science is repeatable. How many possible students have sex on the first day of boot camp? It's not usually the first day on the boot camp. A lot of times when the students have sex, they pull on the first day of the boot camp. They get sex on the third day of the boot camp if it's a number close. If it's not a number close, they go for a same day lay or something like that. It's usually on the fourth day of the boot camp. Around day 3 and day 4, they have sex on that day, usually on the boot camp. The guys who are taller, white, or whatever, blacks and Latinos, they get sex on the boot camp on the third day or the fourth. That's the statistics. But the longer you stay, the more skills you have. And before you join the boot camp, you want to do Elite 30 from hard case to hero to work on your social calibration, so I don't have to focus on your social calibrations on the first day of your boot camp. I don't have to focus on that. We can skip the social calibrations and get right to the fucking point. We can focus on the social skills. We can focus on the tactics. We can focus on the polling, the objections dealing, the sexualizing, and fuck romance. It doesn't exist. It doesn't work. Romance is bullshit. It's all a lie. Romance is all a motherfucking lie. If romance got the job done, everyone would be using romance. But in reality, there's not even as many students, boot camps. And when I was John Wayne, I didn't get that many students. Maybe a lot of them been persuaded away from me, calling me assistant. Fuck that, I'm not an assistant. I'm Gaming Elite, the world's best dating coach. Then, way back then. Like a brown belt already. That's what I'm saying. Sad. Sad, but here's the motherfucking truth. You don't need motherfucking romance. You don't need motherfucking romance. That's bullshit. And if you're not a white, black, Latino, or tall Middle Eastern, you better be husband material. You better make some money. You better get some high income skills. You better wear that motherfucking gold Rolex as if your life depended on it. You gotta stop with your theories. You gotta get the fucking elevator shoes. You gotta boost your motherfucking height. Brown is the new black for shoes. Brown is the new black. Nobody wears black shoes under my training. But what shoes are the students wearing? Not any black, like brown shoe would do. A specific brown shoe. Specific blazers. Specific fashions. Because the motherfucking blazers put you in the husband material. The Rolex puts you in the husband material. But no one's ever thought about this. John, they just want to be fuckboys. They want to do a bunch of approaches, spam approaching, and getting no fucking results. No fucking student results, no testimonials. These guys are not scientific. John Elite is like the most elite. They call themselves elite. They don't even know what the fuck that means. You know, effective. They're not, they might be effective, some, not really. Efficient. They're not efficient. None of them are. Effortless. No, there's not effortless. It's a lot of work. You gotta keep fucking flirting romantically. Fuck that. You try and be her type. Being a tall Negro or looking like one. Tall black, tall white, tall Latino, and the last one is elite. Okay? So the first one, what's it called? Effectiveness, efficiency, effortless, elite. And they don't know what these 4 E's mean. And you look at this guy, it's like, oh, I got self-proclaimed high leg counts. Whatever. Motherfucker doesn't even have a single day game testimonial. And he's like, oh my God, let's preach Brad Askiss. Because Brad Askiss is going to get backstabbed eventually by Dark Tetrad. So having said that, 100 fucking tried polls and the fucking 100 closes. Okay? That's 50%. That's the white man. And you look at his testimonials. How many people have gotten laid then? And you look at them and only one. So Brad Askiss. Only one testimonial. What the fuck? James Tusk, one testimonial. All have one fucking lay testimonial on their motherfucking boot camps. Why doesn't anyone have more than one? Because they don't know anything about the motherfucking game. They don't know anything about the motherfucking game. They're amateurs. They're SMVing it. They're just her type. They're called blacks, whites, and Latinos and Middle Easterns, and they're preaching to you what the game is. They're preaching, and they'll never have as much student results as mine because I haven't posted all the video testimonials. If John motherfucking Elite posts every motherfucking testimonial and read them out, there'll be more than 100 video fucking testimonials. You won't even be able to go on my site anymore because as soon as you go there, you'll be frozen there. You'll be frozen. And you'll never, ever reach the bottom of the testimonials because there'll be 100 videos, 100 fucking video motherfucking-monials. But you guys don't get it because you guys like to be sheep. So you like to worship. You like to feel good about yourself. You like to hero worship. So you give their neural pathways to them. You think they got gold nuggets. You think a guy with one testimonial, Brad Askiss, With one late testimonials have any gold nuggets, or is it because he's more of her type? And then he's trying to pull, not effectively. It's simple. All the white dating coaches can pull. They just don't know how to do it because mystery told them, do not try to pull. It's fool's mate. Do not try to pull. Do not use seduction. Do not flirt. Do not touch. Save it to the very end, the last day after you date 10 times. Or it's a fool's mate. But it's a fool to listen to mystery. When you see my infield, me closing less than 10 minutes, pulling 2 blondes home, and fucking one in the bathroom, and YouTube strike that video down. They struck it down like the fucking thunder, and I have to upload a different version without the sex scene. And guess what happens? You see this Justin scamming Wayne coming here to take credit where it is not due. Then you start talking about, oh yeah, students getting growth. Guess what? My students, some procreated, Justin. Some even have a tattoo on their arm, or they got a tattoo on their girl. Big fucking deal. And they're positive stereotypes. Tall blacks, white, Latino. Big fucking deal. They can do it too, but only 2 of your instructors can do it on your fucking payroll, which is a tall black Negro looking predator looking guy. He might as well fucking go for a movie set and audition for the next Predator movie with his long fucking dreadlocks. And you go, because that's exactly what he's like. And a tall, good-looking white guy looks like a male model called Nick. That's your instructors saying that your lock-in process works. But I got a student who's 50 fucking years old, bald, without good looks. And for him, he got a girlfriend, 6 lays, 24 hours, a girlfriend, long-term girlfriend. And he's sort of like, you know, about to be engaged, or he's thinking about it. But he wants to bang that 20-year-old woman exactly like his other German friend, who I taught him in Kaizen, the body language. There's a course called Kaizen that everyone does not listen to. They just dismiss it because the same day, it's like same as the first day of my boot camp. Kaizen fixes the body language. And for that tall white guy, he banged a 20-year-old and he's 40 years old. And she's way hotter than he is. Don't you see it? It wasn't a game I taught on the first day. It was the body language. It was a sub-communication. Sub-communication. These motherfuckers don't want to tell you the truth. It's 55% of the motherfucking game. Tonality. Tonality. That's like around 37% or something. And the game is only fucking 7 motherfucking percent. Objections dealing, pulling, instigating. The game, as they call it. The game is just a tall Negro. A tall white preaching to you when they have so much motherfucking value and privileges up the ass. Because they're talking about sales skills, game, red pill. And I'm going to demolish it. But they're a better product. You think this better product is transferable for this game skills? No. They talk about it's a poker game. They say, oh, it's a poker game, it's a game of skill. But the way for white dating coaches, blacks or Latinos, they look like it. Guess what? You have more chips on the fucking poker table. You're playing against easier opponents. Isn't that right? You're playing against easier motherfucking opponents. Isn't that right? Easier opponents. It's more like a boxing match. You are like a big fucking tall black boxer. Therefore, even your jabs or your conversational skills has more impact because you're more her type. And of course, black students online dating does not do too well, according to science or stats. But when they're doing day game, she doesn't know what she likes until it's in front of her, until that 10-inch cock is waving in front of her fucking face. Then she knows what she likes. The Neanderthal gene, which 2% of the human population have. Muscles, height. That's where they get their advantages. Tall whites, blacks, and Latinos, and Middle Easterns. Middle Easterns. Ha ha ha. Exactly. Like I said, for you, you need to like get rid of your accent and you need to be like whitewashed. His mother's student, as soon as the gates opened, he's going to get his motherfucking lay in an environment where it's full white people that are against black people. The African accent is not always a positive stereotype. But my African students are very smart. My African students are very smart. They're logical people. They're logical people. I have also dumb black students too. I just kicked one out of the fucking Tinder game, but I'm still teaching him. So John does not care, even if he doesn't. It's not about the money. John will still help him until he gets his lay. Then I'll take him back as a student. It's kind of like, you know, the Romans. Like, you better fucking survive, then you can get back in the tribe. That's how it is. Kill or be killed. The truth is the truth of the game. You should watch it from the very beginning. All this stuff here. Where do you fit in? What frame? Fashion is framing. You need to dress in such a way that you decide which frame you fit in with your environment. It's that simple. It's that simple. Let's close. All right, that's all I want to say today. But Kaizen, all that stuff, yeah. But that I just want to let you guys know the boot camps and everything. So let's see. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to talk about before I go. I forgot there was one more topic I really want to discuss. I had a Pakistani mentor. Right now, he got 5 lays during COVID-19 in 4 days. He is the best day gamer in the entire fucking world. The best. He mentors me. When I was in the mansion, when you saw me in the mansion, this is the inner circle, the secret society of players and naturals in Vancouver. Him with a Rolex. See that? You can see he's a little bit chubby. That's his motherfucking Rolex right here. And I was wearing fucking Patek. So that's him with his Rolex. That's him. He trained me. 14 fuck buddies before. They're all 9 out of 10 in looks. So you're saying fashion doesn't matter? Whitewash doesn't matter? He was dressed whitewashed. As soon as he spoke and he had the friend's tonality, he was able to switch his tonality when he's talking to women. Hey, how's it going? That's great. Actually, I was going this way. And oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit. You look like a deer in the headlights. But you never talked to a guy with brown skin before? What the fuck is wrong with you? No, I'm just joking. My name is whatever. It continues. And the funny thing is that in every single 3 motherfucking numbers, they're back in his bedroom. Perfect text game. Day game text game is different than Tinder. So he doesn't even know what Tinder is. That's what he told me. Well, fuck Tinder. That's the funny thing. Inner circle. In the mansion. I was training in the mansion. Gotta post a picture. But you guys saw it in the YouTube lives. That's the funny thing. So this is another thing about framing. You always say, oh yeah, it's all about girlfriends and shit. And you know what's funny? For my Pakistani mentor, because he's an older guy, around his 45 years old, and he's still banging like 18-year-old chicks to 30, 9 out of 10s, all of them. All his friends are like, ha ha, you didn't have a girlfriend, right? Or you're not getting married. What's wrong with you? And you know what he said? I'm banging like fucking more than 10 women. That's what he's thinking. You're going to be miserable. You just know it. And what happens? The women that these guys married became fatter and fatter. They start to disrespect them. And now they're getting unhappy. And now they're thinking about my Pakistani mentor. Were they right about getting girlfriends? Was that the only option? Or getting a wife? And they're starting to think, they wish they were him. That's another story of another PUA. The one who mentored me. He mentored Gaming Elite. That's why I got so many student results. He also mentored John Elite. But he did not mentor John Wayne. When John Wayne left, because the Pakistani mentor says, you should not join this other company, you're going to get fucked. You're going to get fucked. You know, all of you around, one by one, you're going to get fucked. And eventually, it's like 3 people on the boat. You're going to stab right off the boat. And I told my Pakistani mentor, go fuck yourself. You can't talk to me that way. I want to be a Wayne. And exactly what he said came true, and that's what happened. I had to apologize just to get back to the mansion, just to get back, and I met a lot of new naturals, new superheroes, these new high-value naturals. I say, sorry, you were right about everything. I'm a stupid motherfucking fool. And I didn't learn like gold coins. I didn't learn gold nuggets. I learned silver coins, romance, shit that is not transferable. And then, you know what I realized? It's time to discard that shit. Now it's back to all the gold coins, gold nuggets, and guess what? The inner circle gold bars. Every gold bar, every single gold coin. And Justin Wayne, unfortunately, did give me a gold coin. He did give me a motherfucking gold coin, which is the structure. All the gold nuggets were all over the place. Where's qualifiers? Where's social comfort? Where's teasing? Where's all this shit? But Justin Wayne's game at least put like a structure. So I have to give him that. There was at least some kind of order to the madness. But there was enough gold nuggets. Now there's a new golden coin. Damn, just talk about story redemption, John. You have your own movie. Actually, one of my students was going to make a movie of me or a TV show. And I said, no, I don't want the fame. He infiltrated my boot camp. And he says, I'm actually a Hollywood writer. And I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. He was gonna write ABCs of Attraction story of JT Tran. JT's like so narcissistic, and I can probably write my own story and stuff. And it's pretty good, right? But I'm in California, Hollywood, so I can probably write my own story. JT Tran or JT Scam. Asian men don't even get results in this boot camp. Only one of them from tall, good-looking instructor. One student. Jan Lifestyle, 0. Queef and Casanova, 2 student results. That's it. That's it. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right. So yeah, you can see probably the Pakistani mentor is not on the sociopathic side. Money, power, relationships, spreading the genes. He's probably more on the psychopathic side. Let's just say that. Not to talk badly about him. But that's how POAs are like. And psychopath does not mean murderer. It just means a person without empathy. Without empathy or feelings. But yeah. So that's the story. Now you're realizing after 14 fuck buddies, 14, they're all 9 out of 10s. There's not a single fuck buddy who's 8 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Just 9 out of 10s. How about this? In the future, I will actually show you my Pakistani mentor training me. I'll even use the whiteboard to describe what he's teaching because it's like quantum physics. It's so fucking advanced. It's so advanced that none of the dating coaches knows what he's talking about. The force qualifiers, as I said to Justin Wayne, is out in my infield videos. The force qualifiers. I said, you don't even know how to do that. You got to get the question. You got to get the question. The women have to ask you. When the women ask you questions, what's your ethnicity? Where are you from? What's your job? Do you know what a motherfucking woman is trying to ask you? Why would she ask you? What's your job? Where are you from? What's your ethnicity? Because she wants to see which frame you fit into. You're like, a light bulb might have went off for a lot of people. So when women, around 6 or 7 minutes in the conversation, ask you, what's your job? She wants to find out if you make enough money to be the boyfriend material. Holy shit. So John's teaching you something so profound that the other dating coaches don't even know about. They want to know if you fit in the same day lay guy, fuck boy, if you don't have money. And you disqualify. I don't want to be your motherfucking boyfriend. I don't want to be your boyfriend. And she's like, okay. Then you become like Superman. You become like Superman. So she's trying to find out which frame you fit into it. Maybe she can make a new friend for a social circle that boosts her goddamn fucking motherfucking social value. Preach the truth, or maybe your husband material. Maybe when you say that, you do a good job, like you're a marketing director. Something like that. And the women are starting to be like, oh my God, or something that makes a lot of money. And when you say a job that makes a lot of money, like the Justin scamming Wayne, when he tells her he's a music producer. He's a music producer. Although he may have done some shitty music productions in his past, that scammy motherfucker, he uses that high value stuff. It's kind of like telling her that you're a motherfucking DJ or something very, very important. And when you do something like that, then the woman stays on the line. Then you can start to access even high status. You see that? Money, high status. It's all related because she's trying to find out where your frame is. And when you tell her that you're on the fucking YouTube and you're a celebrity or something like that, you can have high status or celebrity status. You can even say I'm a dating coach, but that can make it harder for you, especially when you're Asian. Because JT Tran could say he has celebrity status, but women don't care about a 5'5" pudgy, gay-sounding Asian guy because he doesn't fit in any of the frames. So he sucks. But so he got a tall instructor, hoping that he could fit into some of these frames because they're a bunch of losers. They need somebody that can slam dunk, like a Yao Ming. And got one testimonial. One motherfucking testimonial. ABCs of Attraction. Only one motherfucking testimonial. For day game, one laid. In night game, for some reason, COVID-19, they no longer got student results. Because John Elite kept posting testimonials every single 2 or 3 days. For an entire year. Every time ABC Attraction, they stick their motherfucking head out of the sand like this. Oh, fuck, another Johnny Lee testimonial. Can I come out now? No. Oh, fuck, another testimonial. Oh, shit. And they just kept their heads down throughout the whole fucking thing for an entire fucking year. They can't say they're the best Asian dating coach or some fucking Asian shit. They can't say that no more. They just see Johnny Lee testimonials, like over 100 and something in the motherfucking row. They're like, oh my fucking God.
Holy shit, how do we compete against this 5'7" yellow terror motherfucker of a dating coach, a day game coach? How could they compete? They do not compete. They don't fucking talk to me because they don't want people to look at all the 434 late poll testimonials. And that's kind of funny because you think it's 434. If I took all those boot camp clips and I put a check mark to see which ones does not have the screenshot testimonials, I need to readjust the number back to what it is. It might be even 440. It could be 442. It could be 435. I don't know. I gotta do the Asian math again. I gotta do the math so the number can reflect exactly what it is. And then when you see me read all the screenshot testimonials, all the ungrateful students who basically I got them into a superstar status, who did not give me a testimonial, the short black students. There'll be so many black students being read out for the testimonials, the ungrateful blacks, ungrateful Filipinos, not all of them, but some of them, but ungrateful blacks be read out their testimonials one after another. And they're saying Black Lives Matter, and they're looting, and they don't even give a fuck about giving credit to where it is due. They don't give a fuck about giving credit because a lot of them are sheeps. That's why they like Justin Wayne shit. But Justin Wayne has never got a student late that's black. You know, got an instructor late that's black looking. So you're thinking, why will you worship Justin Wayne when he can't even get one motherfucking testimonial? You got nothing but sheeps and fans, Filipino fans and black fans, but none of them are getting laid. So how the fuck is he still a dating coach? He's a scammy motherfucker 2-bit Negro. He should not be teaching the game because the whole thing after COVID-19, all his girlfriends disappear because the money cannot funnel towards them. And yes, it was me that told you, one of your instructors, to ask your girlfriend where the fuck did they meet. Seeking arrangements. Daddy dollar frame. Not even in the game. That's purple pill game. Why don't you just tell it what it is? You're teaching purple pill game. And you're trying to say it's red pill. Bullshit, Justin. Bullshit. And you try to say it's more skills because it's more skills to be getting a girlfriend. Bullshit. It's like lying through your fucking teeth, right? This is Justin Wayne, right? This is his teeth. So it's lies, lies, lies. So he's like, hey guys, then more romance getting, so he's lying through his fucking teeth. You see that? Yeah, I've got a girlfriend and this and that. It's like Charisma King lying through his mother's fucking teeth. Oh yeah, RSD's great, right? You know, it's not minority. The talk out of the side of his mouth, right? And just lying through his motherfucking teeth. These motherfuckers lie through their motherfucking teeth. This is not how the game really works. I've been in the game for 18 years, Justin. How long have you been in the game? I'm older than you are, Justin. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that out loud because the girls that actually watch my YouTube live are like, how old is Justin Wayne? Now they're gonna be like, John's older than Justin? They need me as Gary. They're like, oh my God. Oh shit. No, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Maybe I'll cut that part out. Please don't look up my age. But I'm older than Justin Wayne. I've been in the game longer than this motherfucker. I've been teaching since 2013. I start with Ross Jeffries' game. Todd Valentine. He taught he's in the game for 19 years, not 18, but he stayed with the same motherfucking system. I field tested them all. I split tested them all. That's how I see what works and what doesn't work. And right now, for the black student, he want to learn online game. I split test everyone's game, and I discard all the dirt. I keep all the gold nuggets, and I see what works. For the guys with the lowest SMV scale, the black students. If it works for black students, one of them in the self-proclaimed high incomes guy was like, oh yeah, my student got 45 results or something and slept with 45 women. Guess what? My Asian student on Tinder using my Instagram secrets got 60 fucking lays. Although he did went to high lay counts guy temporarily, but they know they're using Johnny Elite's algorithm for the pictures. So the volume didn't work for the other guy. That COVID-19 game does not work. It doesn't fucking work. I tried on the black student. As soon as you say COVID-19, the women get scared. Maybe it will work on the first month. But after a couple months, unless you're white, it's just going to turn women off. They're scared of COVID-19. They don't want to kill the family back at home. They don't want to meet a guy and kill the family back at home. I'm trying to find a solution. I will find a solution where the women will come out. I'm thinking about using video chat, maybe sexting, and then converting her with sales skills, dealing objections. You're like, John, that's brilliant. Who thought of this? Nobody. I'm inventing something new then. Innovation. There's tons of innovations in the game. You don't know anything about the game. A lot of these people just talk out their ass, recycling material. John's inventing new shit, new solutions, and he has to test them out before he has opinions as facts. Unless it matches the goddamn motherfucking stats, it doesn't count. It has to match the science. It's not just opinions, you know, kind of like sociopathic people. That's all I want to say. Is there anything else to cover? Or did you learn a lot? Did you enjoy today's rap lessons, the rap mode? Let's see. Fanfel. We'll talk about that stuff in the future. But I was here before Mystery. And at the same time as Ross Jeffries, I was the OG of game. So next time I'll use the screenshots. I'll show you how height can make the students close faster. I can show you all the look scale. I'll write down the look scale of their face. I'll write down their motherfucking look scale. And you're going to find all this shit. Didn't you say you were a dating coach in Italy? No, I'm not a dating coach in Italy. Or Luca, didn't you say a dating coach in... Where can I learn your method? You cannot learn my method, Luca. If you're a dating coach, I do not teach other dating coaches, Luca. Because other people, if they learn my game, even like 1% of my game, they'll probably get close to 50 testimonials. No fucking way. Anyone who wants to be a coach gets discarded from my game. Nobody can teach John Elite's game. I'm sorry. Only the students that deserve it, that needs it. It's not here to teach more positive stereotypes. I'm sorry, Luca. I'll credit him not able. Someone tells me where I can buy something from John. Oh, fuck. Now it's going to be like, oh, shit. Now people are going to try to steal my game. Try to get some testimonials. First time seeing John without a blazer. Because I want to show off the wide shoulders. You know? I'm not saying I'm much wider, but I'm a little bit bigger than before. You can see my arms here. They kind of hang up just a little bit bigger. See that? Because I've been working on just two muscles. One here is like the same motherfucking muscles over and over. I just want to see what happens if you just work on one. And now I'm working on the second one now. So the shoulders feels a little bit wider, like an arrow. Makes it easier in the game. That's why I want to not wear the blazer, just to show that, you know, it's a little bit wider. It's not as narrow. Makes it easier in the game. Okay. Any more questions? And also John Elite rapping throughout the entire day, just flowing, just spitting off the top of his mind. That's how it's like. You know, it's a crime that I didn't like rap. It's like the Asian Eminem. It's kind of like, what the fuck then? I didn't know John was black. Is he like a Negro on the inside? I don't know. I would say black pride. I'm probably more black than Justin Wayne is, because that Negro lies through his teeth. He's like a 2-bit Negro. He's kind of not giving me the right flow, because if you slow-mo it, is actually seeking arrangements though. He's not telling you the truth. This is not how he got his game though. He got his girlfriend. They all disappeared when they no longer see him with the money game. That's the lats for the V shape. I'm not that big yet, but I'm gonna see how big. I don't grow muscles, so for me, any sort of muscle growth is good. But the students secretly all been doing the same exercise before the boot camp. You're required to grow a V shape. That's how some of the students are getting laid. It's not a theory. You saw the guy with 2 same-day lays? He was skinnier than a girl. His body was so skinny. He was like narrow shoulders, right? You probably thought he was a girl, a 6-foot tall girl. And then he had to widen his shoulders to look like Vin Diesel. But it's not wide enough for the Latinos or the Latinas. That's why he gets flaked on. Because they need someone with a lot of protector status. Do you ever come to the United States? No, I don't. I don't want to steal your game. Come on. I want to learn it for me to improve. Yeah, but, you know, if you're a dating coach and you're like, I'm using John's game or something, you give me credit, right? And you're getting so good, right? You're going to let it get to your head. You're going to turn red-eyed like a lot of the students. And eventually you fuck me over. And then you'll be ungrateful. So, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to teach instructors. I'm not. So, since I do remember your face now, okay, I will remember your face. So there's no way you can even get on me on Skype. I would say just find your own path. I'm sorry. Find your own path. John Elite's path is to help the negative stereotypes. It's not to make money. It's not to like be like a lucrative whatever. John doesn't care about the money.
Whether or not you attend my boot camp does not change my motherfucking life. I'm just saying. If I'm going to train an instructor, I like to pick who I train. They have to have a good spiritual IQ too. They have to be a good person. I don't want to teach any other students because I know what happens with PUAs. It's like the IQ delusions or emotional intelligence snowflake or the spiritual IQ. I got screwed over for $2.2 million. No more of this passing on this genes of PUA shit. It dies with me. My game dies with me. And most people don't even know what the fuck I teach. You think you're learning a lot of shit here? The inner circle is learning like twice as much as you. But that's top secret. I get to choose who's in the inner circle, my disciples. And I kick a lot of people out now. But the inner circle did not learn as much as the boot camp. A lot of the game is top secret. The boot camp students learn the most. It's like you're on a need to know basis. This is just enough to get you to the next level. YouTube Live. The next testimonial. Thank you for another great stream. Yeah. I'm a negative stereotype, John. It helped me in my social skills and changed my first friends in my life. Really changed me. Thanks, John, for next step in game. No problem. And a lot of people neglect social skills because they think social skills is just gay conversations. But in reality, social skills is PUA domination. That's what my Pakistani mentor says. Social skills is PUA domination. If you can have social skills, you can infiltrate every single woman's tribe. That means the way you're speaking to her, she's more on the line. That's what they want to say, because they're always fucking lying. Always fucking lying. Oh my God, why you motherfucking lying? Like Justin, they always want to make it seem like social skills is not important. That is just that kind of conversation. No, it's not true. Social skills mean you fit into her motherfucking tribe. All of them. Social skills is required for all of them. Every single one. If you're a celebrity, you got to learn how to fucking talk to people. High status people. Daddy-daughter frame. Maybe not as much because seeking arrangements like Justin Wayne. Husband material. Of course you got to talk to your fucking girlfriend. You can't be socially retarded. Friend zone. Of course you need a social circle or social circle. You need fucking social skills. With social skills, now you can fucking infiltrate other tribes. Boyfriend, girlfriend material. You don't need any social skills. You just need to be tall, black, white, or Latino, or Middle Eastern. Same day lay. Well, if you want same day lay, it requires a little bit of verbal game. Or being a tall, black, white, Latino guy. Tall. It's always tall. You're going to see the stats of all the students that got laid on the boot camp. The ones who are taller are the ones who always get 3 lays and 1 blowjob. You'd be like, what the fuck, John? Listen to the stats. All this is spin, looks theory. When people say they're average, like, oh, I'm just average looks. You should see their golden ratio. Their golden ratio might be like 75%. You think they're ugly, or Brad Kiss, or Brad Ass Kiss. Brad Ass Kiss, when you go to his YouTube, all his women are exactly 77777 out of 10. 77777. And you saw my new infield, or old infield, pulling 2 women and banging 1. That's 8.5 out of 10. Guess what? My golden ratio is 82%. Right here. All this stuff. That means if you got plastic surgery, it wouldn't change the golden ratio until you can move up and down the pieces of your face. I'm exactly 82%. So it's not even, you might say, but that's not game, John. That's right. It's like an arrow. The golden ratio is a tip. The length is how tall you are. And then the arrow is how wide your shoulders are. That's why I'm widening it. So but it doesn't mean it's transferable, but it is very transferable. So it's not just the looks that matter. It's also the height of the arrow. Does that make sense? So my face is just a tip. The rest of the body is how long the arrow is. Longer arrow, the more it can penetrate. And the material is the skin color. If you're black or white, your arrow is metal. And wider your shoulders is, the more the feather. If you're too chubby, then now your fucking feather is chubby. Now it doesn't fly properly. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. That's why it's good to have like a less body fat when you're taller, because the arrow needs to fly too. The arrow needs to fly. Isn't Askkiss, like Brad Askkiss, working for a guy named, what's his name? Self-proclaimed high lay counts guy. All contacts Instagram lay pics, which is probably from Tinder, where everyone else can get using my other stuff. Who knows where it came from? Because all contacts. If he's working with the other guy, He's gonna get fucked by the other guy. I guarantee it. Dark Tetrad will fuck everyone over. Like I said, narcissistic sociopaths. And the Dark Tetrad guy was like bragging how he's saying like, oh, it's so great, you know, like how he got a student in a wheelchair getting results. But guess what happens? I got a student in a wheelchair getting results. No, not me, but in Vancouver. There is a guy in Vancouver. Let's see if I can find my blog. John Elite. There's a guy in Vancouver who's in the wheelchair. He's white. He has a super hot Asian girlfriend. So you're thinking the girlfriend thing, right? Race doesn't matter. How much does a boot camp cost? Definitely not fucking cheap. Go check out my boot camp page on my site. I posted some of the boot camp student results. But boot camp is not cheap. But however, I'm giving you more days because COVID-19. I have to figure out how to get you guys laid if the women have objections. Here's the boot camp. But yeah, when he's bragging how his student or something got results in night game, hopefully he didn't pay the women, you know, from escorting, and just say, hey, listen, I got a student. He's like, show him a little bit of love, you know, show him a little bit of love. I'm not saying this happened. This is just a speculation. You know, show him a little bit of love, you know. He's like, well, Cherry's having a hard life. Just be into him and stuff and make him feel good for my coaching. I'll give you like this amount of money. Yeah. I'll give it. No, like I said, there's no proof I'm saying this. I'm just saying this. I'm not afraid of this motherfucker. Look at more testimonials. But let's just show you that in Vancouver, there is actually a student that actually, or not a student, but a person that's white that has the hot Asian girlfriend, like hottest. You'd be like, what the fuck? If I can prove it to you that a white guy can get a girlfriend. Okay, let me see if I can find my blog. I'm just going to make a new page. If I can prove to you that a white guy can get an Asian girlfriend just by being white, and he has no fucking legs, would that mean that his student results doesn't matter as much? If his girlfriend's really hot, if she's like a 8 out of 10. Because I'm going to show you. I'll take a picture of it. Okay? I take a picture of it right now. Fuck all these night portrait modes. If I can show you that this exists, then white people have that much privilege to get a girlfriend, then that will completely shatter all the points. But let's show you. Let's show you if this is real or not. Okay. Yeah, it's real. Check this out, guys. Holy shit. Look, Vancouver, a couple. If you're white, you can get a motherfucking girlfriend who's 8 out of 10. An Asian woman. What the fuck? You're saying race doesn't fucking matter to getting a girlfriend? Look at this. Look at this. How much more fucking proof do you want? Somebody took this in Vancouver for me. A whole video. This is a real fucking couple. So this is, I rest my motherfucking case. Look at him. Look how creepy he looks. And look how much she adores him. So when you're bragging about how your student get results and we don't even know, because night game, you can like pay for shit. Even JD Trank it. Like I said, I don't know. It's just speculation. But when a white person, look at here. Why would they brag? He's a motherfucking white person. Asperger's. So glad I'm not in Vancouver. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit. I mean, it doesn't even need fucking legs when you're white. It proves my whole point. You don't need no motherfucking legs. You just gotta be a creepy white guy. And look at this Asian woman. And she's actually good looking. It's probably like one of the better looking Asian women out there in Vancouver. And she's so much into him. They're a couple. They're a couple. Look at her. Look at her. Wouldn't you like to have a girlfriend like that if you have an Asian fever? Look at her. Look at fucking... Holy shit. Holy shit. That's my exclamation point. So when he brags about that, and he was bragging so much about like, oh yeah, I got like a fucking student with 45, he slept with 45 women, right? So Johnny Elite dating. Well, I have one student who also went, you know, and trained under him. but using my algorithms. John Elite Dating. No, it's not even SEOing. My new site does not SEO very well. Fuck. For fuck's sake. Okay. John Elite Dating. My student has 60 lays. 60 motherfucking lays. Chinese. So what the fuck? So why you brag him of 45 lays? And there's another Filipino student with 150 lays, but he blocked me on Facebook because he's trying to be a coach now. He doesn't want to give credit where it's due. That John got him 150 fucking lays. If he's the best PUA underground, John Elite got him 150 lays. I'm gonna read your testimonial out loud, dude. And his golden ratio is not low. It's not high, but it's not low. This is how the life is as a PUA. People don't take you for granted. People take you for granted. Here's a student. You can see it right here. 60 lays Tinder. I'll show you the screenshots afterwards when I get it. See? 60 lays Tinder. So when I put together his testimonial, 60 fucking lays. Asian. Chinese. Okay, this is after boot camp. He pulled twice. This guy. 60 fucking lays under my training. You're like, wait a minute. So if they're bragging about 45 lays or 45 women he slept with, well, my student slept with 60. And during the coronavirus, he doesn't use Tinder. He's just keeping his 2 fuck buddies. Using John Elite's algorithms, Instagram secrets. So let's do the math here. I'm not good with math. Calculator. Let's do the stats. So brag him of 45 lays. And that's a white guy too. White guy had that much privilege. And you can see him getting a girlfriend now. White people have so much privilege up the ass, no one can talk about it. I can show you the online dating stats in the future. How much white people, they have all of the response rates from every other race. And white people do not respond back because they're like the hot white women of online dating. They're like a hot white woman because they have so much value. All right, 60 testimonials or 60 women he slept with minus, what was it, 45 that the other person claimed? He has 15 more lays. And this guy is fucking 5'8" Chinese, skinny. What the fuck? So why are you worshiping him when this other white guy can get like a hot 8 out of 10 girlfriend that's Asian by being white? Doesn't that prove my point? White people are clues. How many day game testimonials does this motherfucker have? Mr. High Lay Counts. 0, 1, 0. Just like Asticus or Brad Asticus. 0, just a 1. Just 1. How many does James Tuss have? You know, Mr. 75% golden ratio. 1. Or 0, 1. Just 1 on YouTube while I self-proclaim. That's it. They suck. They don't know anything about the motherfucking game. Just ignore the 434 late pool testimonials. Day game matters. Day game requires social skills, social calibrations. Race matters, height matters, sure. Night game does not matter as much, is not as skillful. This is why ABCs of attraction and Queef and Casanova can get student results during night game. However, for Tinder game, everyone's gonna get laid on Tinder anyways. So if these motherfuckers are bragging about Tinder lays, then why are they bragging? Because eventually all the students are gonna get laid on Tinder by being white. Automatic testimonials. Bullshit. That's all I gotta say. I hope you learned a lot today. That's all I want to say. I rest my case. I rest my motherfucking case. Bullshit. Stop worshiping. Stop worshiping A plus B equals C. Like, oh yeah, because he said this and that, self-proclaimed, he must be good. Well, let's see the day game shit. I don't see anything. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you're in Cali. Fuck Vancouver. Maybe I'll move to Cali or something, or move to Toronto one day, or live a little bit there. Vancouver is not the place. Vancouver is only a place for training. It's a place for, training new day game soldiers. It is not a place that is very friendly. And my Pakistani mentor, with the high golden ratio, by the way. He doesn't want to admit it. And women are into him, hot traffic. All 9 out of 10s. And this is a secret. Yesterday, we've been doing an experiment. I had one student who was always getting resistant from hot women. And we looked at his golden ratio, although he's a very good-looking guy. His golden ratio was lower. It was like 60%. And he was like, oh, that's why the women were not into him. I was like, dude, widen your shoulders. The black student I've been teaching, he has a high nose, right? He's kind of ugly. No offense. I kicked you out, and you got to earn your way back in. You got to earn your way back in. But he's finally following my instructions. When I changed the nose lower and I raised the mouth higher to the golden ratio, guess what happened? Hot women were like swiping right on him nonstop. His phone was flooded with matches. You're saying, John, on Instagram, if you can adjust the golden ratio of where the dots are in the face, you can literally get women for day 2s and dates, like my Pakistani mentor. John's fucking smart, isn't he? John knows everything about the game, down to the looks theory. And then there are people out there who are good looking, but they have a low golden ratio. You look like, for example, you look at Socio Prime. Okay? That guy looks like a male model, but his golden ratio is like 5, so his women are getting like 5 and 6. Get it? It's all related. So you're realizing that the golden ratio determines the kind of women you get, and the arrow determines how much you penetrate. If that's the case, then that means there's no such thing as red pill. Everything is predetermined by the women you get. This would be in a different YouTube live. When you see this looks theory and you can pinpoint exactly every coach and all the women they get, then you realize that coaches with a low golden ratio are using seeking arrangements. Like Justin Wayne, who has 64% now, it used to be 62%. So if it goes way up past the golden ratio, they need money game. They need money game. That's all I want to say for today. This has been a long day. I'm sorry I wasn't back until now. It's just that when I heard that Justin Wayne out talking bullshit, I just couldn't help it go on YouTube Live and talk about this shit. I didn't really want to. I was too busy. I was trying to learn a new high-income skill, like improving my copywriting. You all need to learn high-income skill. However, I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope today was the most educational day you ever had. It's kind of like a mind fuck. I hope today is a mind fuck. Because it's the motherfucking truth. Preach the motherfucking truth to the world and they'll open their mind, even if they're only giving you 6 likes right now and they're not ready to hear this shit. You're starting a new movement by telling people the motherfucking truth. Took your advice about learning program. I have a good site. Learn programming, I have a good site. Awesome. Programming will make you some money because you got to think after COVID-19, what industries are going to last? So the dating coaches who are funneling you into the boot camps, I get a lot of boot camps stolen from me. So it's not like I have like all the time the most amount of boot camp students compared to other red pill coaches. However, I still get some boot camp students, but I have to get them all laid. There's only like 4 boot camp students since John Wayne. Actually, no, 3. 3 since John Wayne that did not pull or get laid. 3. What the fuck? Like every single one of them pull or got laid. You're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I thought it's like you're supposed to go and get number codes and take massive action and feel good and the coach has sick. No. You get laid or you pull or you do squats on my boot camp. There is no mercy. If you can't fucking do a technique, you do it 150 fucking times in a row. No mercy. Some of you cannot handle my boot camp. Like John, is he like a fucking psychopath or a sadistic drill sergeant? No. This is called tough love. This fucking works. But John, is it illegal? I see you beating up your fucking students to toughen them up. Well, Dan Pena kind of like makes them fight each other. It works. You're like, holy shit. So I have to learn how to fight in boot camp? Not during COVID-19. I teach Krav Maga. Israeli martial arts for beating up the Middle Easterns to a bloody pulp. And they can punch me in the face if they can hit me. They can't. They can't. They can't. So, yeah. That's all I want to say. Boot camp has no mercy. COVID-19, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the women are going to be as receptive, but my Pakistani mentor banged 5 women. So that means that women are tired of the goddamn lockdown and they want to fuck. So it is possible it could still work. That's why I'm adding a few extra days because I don't know. I need a wiggle room. But every student is still required to pull or get laid on my boot camp. There is no exceptions. You're like, that's impossible. No, it's not impossible. Look at my fucking student results. What the fuck are you talking about? I just couldn't believe how shitty other coaches are. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, that's all I had to say for today. So.